Hi, good afternoon. Good morning. Sharn, hi. Hi, Sharn, hi. Alicia, Lizzie, Kelly, welcome in. I assume Alicia is going to get first because that's just how she operates. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Congratulations, my friend. I wish there was a way that we could total up and tally just how many times that you've gotten it. I think that would be just an incredible piece of information that we need to be able to share, maybe brag with. You know what I mean? Here, I'm going to open up a couple of things. How is everybody? It might be a quiet start to the stream. I've not announced anything. I've not talked about anything. Yesterday was nice and quiet. I don't even bother now. You should bother. Hi, Dandy. Dandy, thank you for coming in. Thank you for lurking. Good afternoon. Awesome. Kelly, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm really excited to work on this on stream. I think it's going to be really, really fun. Hi, Miranda. Hello, guys. Alicia, again, congratulations. Oh, speaking of which, look. Look what's in the art book. For those of you who are early birds, we have quite the agenda today. Wow, what was that? Oh my God. Hi, Sharon. Hi. Menace, congrats on being first. Hey, Anthony, how's the bladder today? You know, Kelly and I did a kind of a different kind of meeting today. She was typing and working on a document while I was walking, and I got really dehydrated. So my bladder's great. Thanks for asking. Menace, congrats on being first. I mean, second or something. Trisha, hi. Hey, Roz, what's up, man? Hi, Greenbag. Puts away the paper bag and the cheese grater. Wait. Why do you need both of those? It's funny you say that, Greeny Bean, because the other day, I'll show this over here. I did a Cthulhu Snotty with teeny tiny feet, and I flipped it over, and I was like, well, what's on the other side? And it was paper bag, glowing, and axe wielding. I was like, can I draw that? Like, how would I draw that? I have ideas. Lizzie, how are you? Get wrecked. What did that first part of the story have to do with the bladder? Because it was not, it's like 90 degrees where I'm at, and 4.5 miles dehydrated the heck out of me. So my bladder is uneventful. You know what I mean? Okay, so we have a different kind of schedule or agenda today. Let me show you guys. So we're actually going to be doing a heap of different things. We're going to be working on art book number 2 for like 15, 20 minutes. So you get to see kind of what the process is like of me trying to break down the concepts and ideas that are going to go inside of this book. Now, this is not the final layout. This is version 11. And there's lots of tweaks to make. But you can see sort of like how the pages are starting to come together. And yeah, it's exciting. Hi, Spicy. What's up, dude? Spicy, how are you? Spicy, I'm about ready to ink your channel point redeem. How are you, man? Thank you so much for the 19 months. I appreciate that so much. So we're going to be working on art book number 2. We're going to be breaking down some of the kind of the bullet points that I want to make sure that I include. Also, I have to draw in a couple of art books. We're going to be working on a Xenomorph, a sketch concept for Be It Easel. Also, this is a channel point redeem for our buddy Jack, Jacaticus Morpheus. I don't know if you guys are aware of Jack. And we got to start painting in some flames. Because we're going to have the flame paint out, we might as well just start painting the flames for our tooth-filled ignorant duck, for our Dungeons and Ducks. If Patty Puss is going to be around today, which I'm not sure if he is, I want to finalize the pencils on this thing, so then I can get this all inked up. And then there was a couple of chaotic draw-alongs that I wanted to look at from yesterday. I know that seems like a lot, but I'm focused. Okay? Nothing's gonna stop my productivity today. Fuck. I just ruined it. I'm hanging in there, pal. Good luck with that shriveled and dry bladder. You know, that's the first time anybody has ever made that sentence and send that to me, Lizzie. Like, I've seen a lot on the internet, but that's the first time that I've ever read that combination of words. Let me read it one more time. Lizzie says, I'm hanging in there, pal. You could have called me Chief. It's fine. Good luck with that shriveled and dry bladder. Hi, Illicit. Illicit Divinity is going to be, I think, one of the first ones that we're starting with today for the chaotic draw along. We'll go in there in a little bit if it's cool with you guys. I like pee twice a day. My bladder is also uneventful. Maddie, that means you're disturbingly unwell. No, I'm kidding. Hi, Emily. Yes, Emily, I think Kelly was going to add you to this document. If she already hasn't, she will here at some point. Hi, what's up, Gio? Hey, Gio, did you see the VOD yesterday? I think it was after you went to bed. Dude, you're chaotic draw along. I don't want to sound too hyperbolic, but honestly, Gio, you're freaking incredible. Like, incredible. I don't know. How do you tell a person that they're so good? Hi, Jack. Looks like all the left pages have Smurf. Yeah, there are some Smurf guts. We do have to change some of the layouts. So the big disclaimer that I'll say is that that anything on the right hand or on the left hand side, those are just design elements that aren't going to live there. It might live there on one of the pages, but not on all of the pages. So don't feel like anything that we have in this is finished. This will probably go through 20 full revisions before it's all said and done. And then one of the things that I'm going to do on stream is on some of these is create different assets for stuff like this. Hi, JD. Yeah, Patty's been super busy. Hi, Dinky. Your productivity, hold my Starbucks, bitch. I did caffeinate before I got on stream, so I feel pretty good. Just finishing the inking at the moment. Yeah, sounds good, Gio. I'll probably go into the Discord for the last kind of 6 or 7 chaotic draw-alongs. Yeah, probably like anywhere between 15 and 30 minutes. I think that feels pretty good. Hugh, what's up, Hugh? Hugh redeemed 30,000 channel points for a little bit of art help. What do you need help with? What do you need help with? Let me show you guys where this document is at so far. So if you guys don't know, I put out art book number 1 5 years ago. And it was kind of like it was kind of the thing that I wanted to make to tell people that I had arrived as a freelance illustrator. I know that seems dumb, but I don't know a better way to put it. Like, I was so in love with art books, and I still am. And it felt like to me, like that was the way that I could, if I had enough work to put in an art book, it felt like I was there. You know what I mean? Like I was part of the conversation. I was part of the group of people who would quit their jobs. And so coming back to art book number 2, because now obviously my career's taken off a little bit, not a lot of it. We've done so much stuff here with the chaotic draw along, with the character design challenges, with Curse Superheroes. And I've really gotten super deep into making my own characters and scenes and ideas and concepts and all that sort of stuff. So this new book is really a distillation of like creativity, imagination, what it's like to get back to your childhood and think about, like when you're kids, you just make stuff. And that's kind of what this book was ultimately going to be. The first art book, here, let me show you real quick. Let me turn that off. The first art book, it's unopened, is 6 by 9 inches, has 96 pages. I'll open up these and we'll draw on them. But there was very few words in this. The new art book number 2, has 144 pages, same size, same dimensions, but is going to have just so much conversation about creativity and imagination. And I really dwell on the idea of like daydreaming in the book. So yeah, it's really exciting. Hugh says, nothing right now, thanks. Hugh, anytime you need to make a cry for help, you let me know. Perfect. Jack also redeemed 100,000 channel points for a Nick and Denton sketchbook. And Jack, when I finish this today, I can send you that and your doodle books. Thanks, man. Hugs and kisses, brother. I appreciate you very, very, very much. Also, guys, I'm not going to divulge the names of this, but I got this message today, and I got very teary-eyed. I'm going to read this to you here, and then we're going to dive into this. This was a message that I got from somebody who backed the Chaotic Draw Along Kickstarter. They had sent me a message prior and said that they don't generally back Kickstarters, probably because, a lot of them aren't great. Hi, Lady Liz. But they sent me such a sweet note the first time, sent me a bunch of photos of them and their kiddos playing with it. And I was like, this is great. Like, this is why we do this. Here's the note that I just got, and I freaking teared up. This person says, hey, I just wanted to update you something else really cool that you'll appreciate. My daughter, who's 8 years old, had a project to be teacher and teach the class something. She chose to teach the chaotic draw along because it's a lot of fun, quote unquote. I helped her prepare a slideshow about the game, materials needed, and how and what to do after you pull the cards. She practiced her presentation for my wife and I, and it was super cute. I wish I could have gotten some pictures or videos. If her teacher happens to have any, I'll share them. Anyways, this is why we make things, to share our love of creating with others and make some money, or a lot of money, along the way. Keep up the good work. I'm a weepy little bitch most of the time, and that is absolutely just... So obviously, we're sending that 8-year-old. I don't know her name. I'm not going to share her name on stream. Obviously, we're going to send that 8-year-old a chaotic care package, and we're going to send them a whole bunch of stuff to have a cool summer with. Hi, Weekend Ghost. Eric, what's up, man? Eric, I saw that you weren't feeling really good earlier. Are you feeling better now? I was watching your stream earlier, just chilling. I'm just catching up on comments here. Maddie, I do want you to drink just a little bit more, okay? Just a little bit more water. Lady Liz asked about the skulls. Yeah, so I ended up pushing it. We had such a crazy chaotic draw along, and I've been gone on Monday and Tuesday, Liz. So we decided to push it till next Wednesday, which I think is just going to give it a little bit more time to breathe and things like that. Amy Jo, please, I hope you're able to sit up. That's not a joke or a witty comment or anything. Hi, Nancy. Nancy, thank you for the 19 months. I so appreciate you, Nancy. You've been so supportive of me and so many other streamers, and it's so fun watching you launch your business and just kick ass. It's a beyond adorable, my God. Like, honestly, this message perfectly sums up why you were trying to accomplish. Yep. It feels really good, man. It feels really good. We don't need to touch everybody in the world, because that I'd probably get arrested for that. But if there's a few people who just get what we're doing, kind of works for me. Anthony's leaking. I was leaking yesterday. I pee so much. Hi, Daniel. What's up, man? Guys, again, Daniel is our old buddy, Fateful Loco, with a little bit of a name change. Oh, I appreciate it, Jack. I drink all the time. What's the problem? Stop bladder shaming me. Hi, Helena. Drink a little bit more wine. I'm trying to give up alcohol. That's my. I don't drink very much anymore, but I'm trying to give it all up.
Guy.
But my booze sounds great right now, to be honest.
You want to learn
hey,
to
Polly.
draw? It's me.
Hi, Polly Schlamazel. Hi, Sarah Montana.
Hey guys, it's me, Tony. We gotta draw today. You got your characters ready?
Guys, can we give a lot of love to our buddy Polly Schlamazel, who is, I don't know, is for whatever reason taken a kindness to me. Polly, I appreciate you, dude. How was your live stream? Hi, Alvo. So again, here's our agenda for today. We're going to work on art book number 2, and I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of what it looks like so far. We're going to try to kind of bullet point 10 spreads with what I want the information to kind of be. And at some point, I'll have like a writing stream, and we'll do a bunch of writing and stuff like that. I'm also going to be working on some art book sketches. We're going to be working on a Xenomorph Tea Party concept sketch, which is really fun. I'm going to be painting the flames on this one for our buddy Jacaticus. And then because we've got the watercolor and the gouache out, we're going to be painting on this guy, which I'm really pumped about. If our buddy Patty Puss is around today, I'm going to work on this gem and the holograms. Just got to kind of firm up the body. The head and the hair is fine, but the hand and the microphone and all that needs a little bit of work. And then there's like 5 or 6 chaotic draw-alongs that I wanted to go in and show you guys. And Divinity, I think, is one of the first ones that we're going to go to. It sounds like a scam. What's up, Water Pop? Polly, thank you. I haven't been drinking either. Yeah, Helena, we were joking earlier with some friends. At the age of 44, it's just really hard to recover from drinking wine. Wine makes me feel horrible. I don't know if it's the sulfites. I don't know if you have sulfites in your wine where you live, but man, it's free. Ugh. Makes me always feel terrible. Lady Liz, I hope your procedure next week goes well. Stream was fun. Community character build. What was your build today, Polly? What was your build today? I'm going to click on Polly's Instagram to show you some of the awesome creativity. Oh, and Polly, I was able to fix the figure that you sent over. That little bit, just a dash of glue. Can't tell. And it turned out perfectly. So hugs and kisses, dude. Build was a gnome druid. Is that what this is? You started your gnome Blood Bowl team? Oh my God. Dude, this is so fun. I have Frozen Toes Blood Bowl team here in front of me. Oh, Polly, these are rad. So, Polly, are these 3D printed, or are these ones that you picked up from like a vendor or something like that? I realize that the screen's off a little bit too. I'm sorry. I'll do my best, which is not really that much, just to be honest with you. Yeah, so Polly paints all of these miniatures. Polly, knowing that I started a new D&D game. I've never played D&D. That I was starting a game with my 14-year-old kid, who's 15 now. Polly took our character and printed it out and painted it and sent it to me, and it's beautiful. I freaking love it. Talking Blood Bowl, the best worst game ever. Yeah, so our friend Frozen Toes is huge into Blood Bowl, and he redeemed 25 or 200,000 channel points. And I'm drawing my version of a Blood Bowl team for him. It's all my idiot characters. This is my guy. This is my little guy right here. My ample guy. You know what I mean? I usually drink something we call green wine here. That's just algae, Helena. Helena, you're just drinking algae. I hate to tell you. The big algae industry has just got another one. So cool. So cool. I never liked this one. All right, we'll get into our work here today. Most of them are 3D printed. They have painted gnomes from the Games Workshop. Right on, dude. Yeah, Sarah Montana, it's been a lot of fun. And, I've mentioned before, my oldest son, Holden, has epilepsy, and because of his epilepsy, it has made his he has dyslexia because of it. Long story short, and starting D&D has been awesome. And also, it's like 3 15-year-old boys, and then the dads of those boys, and we have a ton of fun with it. So I don't know, something really fun and creative has been happening because of it. Algae is delish. Well, let me show you guys a quick sneak peek of the art book. So art book number 2, we're going to launch the Kickstarter for this probably in July. This is a working version of it. This is not where everything's going to go. This image feels pretty solid right here. This little gill feels good right here. This is the wrong image right here. So that's the kind of stuff that I'll point out. We have to rewrite, kind of all these little sections right here. But it was fun talking to Kelly about this one today. This was our very first character design challenge, and the prompt was Fantasy Fox. And super sweet person on the East Coast ended up winning this one. And then here's our section about Gil. And again, we tap into right here. We tap into the story about how Gil came together, which is pretty fun. I'll tell that story later, but yeah. And then these all ended up either to be Making Monsters over on Cody Scheibe's channel, or this was one of our very first chaotic draw-alongs when like 30 people were participating total. And then our designer is doing such an incredible job. This was a piece right here for Tiffany Green Eyes, and then this was a chaotic draw-along. And everyone, this is the very first time I ever drew Gil without his glasses. Kelly reminded me of this, and everyone's like, "Where's his glasses?" And I was like, "They're right there." This here is absolutely a nod to when I was a chubby 9-year-old girl, and my mom bought me a hot pink fluorescent bike helmet. That's my bike helmet when I was a kid. Okay. This page needs to make some changes. That one of these needs to go. So don't worry about that. And the background is not correct. This is one of my favorites. We did this as a character design challenge for the start of school a couple years ago. This is Lindsay Lich Queens. She got this one in a giveaway. So this is kind of my rough draft. But I love these little encounters here. I'm never not going to laugh at the Saturday the 14th, where Gil is murdering me. I like these. I probably won't write anything for these. And then we get into kind of our gnome section. So our graphic designer, his name is Ivan. He's part of the team over at Forward. Forward is the company that I hired to help me with strategy, with marketing, manufacturing, execution, social media. Hi, Silent Spoons! And so Ivan is part of that crew and is helping us kind of get everything up and running. So what I want to do here is, and then I'll show you the rest of the book here if you stick around. So we have a couple of notes here, and then we need to make a couple of notes about this stuff here, like bullet points, and then make some decisions whether certain things need to stay or go. Hi, nerd. So if you guys remember, so this is Waxy Gout Butt. Waxy Gout Butt, I think was, I think that was a prompt. How do I get bullet points to work here? Sorry. This is I've not used this document very much here. I think this was Nicole Smash gave us this. I love Wasteland anything. Let's see, lots of requests for the what do you call the thing on his hat? The saw blade. We had a lot of people say, is there any chance you can incorporate a saw blade? I don't know if he's going to be the right fit, if Waxy Goutput is the right fit. Hi, Laura! Is the right fit for that page, because this one down here is probably like, if I had 10 favorites out of this book, the image with the bear and the garden gnomes is like, it's just, I love it so much. I don't fall in love with a lot of my work. Oh, Cody's streaming right now? What's Cody doing right now? Why is Cody streaming right now? What's he got going on? So I'm just going to say here, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to break down, so I have little notes here. Everyone needs a pile of gnomes. This was also part of a challenge, right? What was the challenge for this one? Does anybody remember? What size is this going to be printed out? Same as the first? It's going to be, you're talking about the art book, right? It's going to be 6 by 9 inches, but it is going to be 144 pages. Hey, Darklander. Hi, Babe Ross. Guys, I'm going to be streaming on Rachel's channel, Babe Ross's channel, next Thursday at the normal stream time. And we're going to be getting up to absolute buffoonery. This is my art book, Nerd JQ. So we did an art book 5 years ago. This is the follow-up to that. This is Unusual Subjects Volume 2. It was Babe's Bear. That's what it was. It was a Punday night draw. Well, Babe. And Babe, what was the prompt? It was Punday Night Claw. That's right. I didn't get it finished for the challenge, but I got it finished the following week, so it counts. Rachel. But yeah, if I had to go back to a piece, like this is my favorite. This is like absolutely right there. I love it so much. And now it's in the possession of our buddy Dakota, who also gets me, he won a page in the art book that I get to draw for him, which is really fun. Hey, Charles. So guys, I'll be doing this for about 15, 20 minutes. Then we're going to switch gears over to Be It Easel's Xenomorph Tea Party. Very excited for this. This one on the right-hand side. So this was a channel point redeem. And again, I'm not going to put stuff like that in the book, but I'm going to... I'm gonna list this stuff down so I can always remember. To me, this is I don't know how to word this, but I don't know if it's not the first time, but like this is one of those illustrations where I felt in total control. And then using colored pencil and gouache. This is probably a weird stream to start out with today, isn't it? For the gnomes. But I don't know. How do you go backwards with those? There it is. But I just love the little swimming guys. They're my favorite. They're my favorite. So not every page is going to have like paragraphs of text. Sometimes we're going to use we're gonna make my font. Holiday hijinks. We need to put that. We're gonna make a font with my handwriting. Good luck with that. Not one fucking person's gonna be able to read it. So sometimes we'll have like little lines and arrows and circles and stuff like that with how everything's gonna work. Hey, Kismet. So this is the next page. Again, disregard the background elements here. Disregard the background elements. We're just they're just there to give us a sense of like what we could put in the background. You know what I mean? What should we say about goblins eating gnomes? Should we do a did you know? I've been eating a lot of fiber these days. We've been talking a lot about my fiber intake. How about did you know that a goblin's #1 source of fiber is in fact garden gnomes? How about that? How about that? Demon in a box. Now this was a chaotic draw along, right? These were card pulls. And then we named, I can't remember if we named the garden gnome the demonic garden gnome. Do you guys remember? Did we give him a title? Did you gnome? I talk a lot about fiber on my stream too. You know what? Us old people got to stick together. We got to have good, healthy poops. Just how it goes. Okay. Do a gnome nutritional stat block. How does that work? Tell me more about that, JD, because I think that's hilarious. It's probably Bob, especially gnomes Brazilians. I forgot to have my Brazil nuts today. Goblins eat gnomes to increase their T count, but no more than... God damn you. I have to... Can I cut and paste that? I hate the fact that I'm going to even cut and paste that and put that into this document. We're not going to do this for much longer, by the way, because I realize that this is kind of a weird stream to start with. But that's a really funny joke, okay? Rosmir said, yeah, I'm reading Rosmir. Yeah, Roz, I have time. I absolutely have time. No, yeah. You just tell me what you need and I can absolutely help. It's cute that you think I'm going to read this book and not just drool in the pictures like a toddler. Well, I don't know about that. There's some dumb pictures in this book, okay? There's some dumb pictures. Names for the demon. Give me names for the demon gnome. Bob? Hi, Bones. Bones, welcome in. Hi, Kyle. Kyle, we're going to add you to this document here. Serving one gnome. Oh, my God. JD, I'm going to cut and paste that. JD, I've got that note put in there. I think that's hilarious. Bernard. Roman. Damon. Peter. Ned. Hi, Nene. Flavio. Fuck. Belvedere. Now, I'm telling you, whatever name I didn't spell it right. Kelly will fix that in post. Bartholomew. How do I spell Bartholomew? Whatever name we choose, I'm going to make an enamel pin of him. I've already drawn him. I've already sent it over to the company. I'll be looking for my co-author credit. Oh yeah, hey guys. By the way, anybody who contributes anything to this art book, there's no credit applied because guess what? I'm poor and we're not going to make much money on this. So if you're contributing to any of this conversation today, just know that I'm going to not give you anything because I'm not going to make anything on it. Love you. Thank you. Blorf. You get nothing. Exactly. This is a contract between all of us. You get nothing. But neither do I. So it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal for any of us. Your stream room? You can take a peek at my stream room. So this is my friend Kyle. It's a little bright right now. Brightness will turn on in a second. So Kyle Wright 3D printed my character Wally and turned it into it's incredible. I mean, we have it on every day. I don't know why it's locked into blue at the moment. It's supposed to turn into a different color. These are items that I've gotten from different people here in the stream. I got this from Charles. I bought this from Miranda, MW Mudworks. I got this from Stitching Geek. This is kind of like a little cabinet. It's hard to see, but this is a Hellboy statue. And I love Hellboy. And those are my mom's old mink earmuffs. And then before my dad died, he bought me a version of my stuffed animal from when I was a kid. And so I always have that up there. This is from my buddy Tony, Hand Over the Hero. He was able to work with YouTube's? Yeah, to create a Bob Ross, what do you call it? Vinyl. I just did this, by the way. Probably not great. This is from our friend. It's hard to do this. Well, Rachel's over here somewhere. Rachel's right there. And then that's also Rachel. It's hard to point. Okay, everything's at a weird angle. I bought that from Rachel. And then this is my new pin board that I'm building back here. And then this is all the original artwork that I bought from friends and families and stuff like that. I said good day. I said good day. All right, good ideas on the names here. What should we put for the trash dump? Now, this was also a CDA. I like that you guys are enjoying this. This feels really kind of fun. CDA card pull. If you guys notice on here, can I enlarge this? Is there a way to make this bigger? Is this gonna bork the whole thing? I'm so proud of this one. But also, does this look familiar to anybody who knows Greenbag? This is one of my favorite like little in jokes here. Just send your money in untraceable bills. No, everything's traceable now. Everything is traceable. So CDA card pull. I don't have a lot to say about this one though at the moment. Roz, Instagram or Discord? Either way, dude. Either way is totally fine. I'll just make sure that I'll look for it. What does the C stand for in Rusty? I need to know. Bleeze barf. That feels good. That feels real good. Pins, yeah, it's my new pin board. All right, I can't think of anything on this one here. My lawyers will be in touch. Love you, Vince. Speaking of which, I've never heard of him.
I can confirm. Anthony is broke AF.
Yeah.
If only he would stop shit-talking the marketing bot who is only trying to help. Alas, karmic justice comes for us all. At least I think so. Or for some folks on certain ADHD medications, they don't come at all.
My marketing bot is very broken right now. My marketing bot needs to get his head checked. I'm from Minnesota. You can hear my Minnesota accent when I say Minnesota, but otherwise it has been ejected from my body. What do we say about this one? So the black and white, so we don't need to put anything on that side. But this was a character design challenge. And this was emotional. Do you guys remember this one? Emotional support creatures. I thought it was funny that his ESC was a prickly cactus. Makes cuddling tough. Speaking of cuddling, guys, I want to welcome in I'm Painting Badly, one of the best cuddlers on the internet. Welcome in, sir. Hi, Lex the Persister. Yes, Lex. I would like to see your mermaid. That sounds like a nasty proposition. Okay, that one's good. I'll show you guys the rest of the page here in a little bit. So these are called before and afters, right here. The before and afters are the chapter breaks between kind of our sections, basically. Justice for the marketing bot. Hi, Alec Obert. But marketing bot isn't wrong. Yeah. No, it's not incorrect. I heard enough of I think on this one, I think we really just wanted to talk about on this side, my love of can exist. What else should we put about that? Yeah. Hi, Badly. I was talking to Badly earlier today. Should have heard the things that we were smack talking. What about a prickly pear they are? God damn, now I have to cut and paste that. Kelly, if you see really good jokes or puns that we can put in here, can we make sure that we copy and paste those? Because the prickly pear is perfect. I'm also not going to give credit back to Rachel for that. Great cuddler, terrible lover. Oh, we know. We know. What about these? Alec Obert, how are you? Are you super busy these days? How are you feeling? Aw, thank you, Emily. Yeah, I love these pieces. We did this for Inktober a couple years ago, so you know what? Let's just put those down, just in case there's... Ugh, welcome in! Welcome back. Thanks for your Uggs. I appreciate that. I appreciate your Uggs. So this was done for Kiritaki. I'm going to have to charge them money to give them a shout out in this book. And Inktober. So this was like using like the stuff that they sent me. They sent me like a whole bunch of stuff to do for Inktober. Using so what do you call that? Like their promo stuff? What do I call when a company sends me all their merchandise and I have to use it? What's that called? Why is my brain not working? We need some streams just focusing on backgrounds one day. I would love it. We used to do a lot of warm-ups like this. Yeah, Alec, you should have one of these. These are some of my favorite sketches of all time. I love this stuff. Welcome back. Hope your day is good. Need to find a way to structure my days. Yeah, I hear you. I can relate. Where would we get the art book? So the art book is going to be launched on Kickstarter in July. Aaron, selling out. Let's put that in there. I sold out for free pens. I don't mind putting that in the book. We're going to do a Kickstarter for this, but the original art book is on my online store, and I'm going to be doing some sketches in there today. Bribery, prostitution, a little bit different. Sponsorship. Hi, Lindsay Badger makes. I do kind of like the idea that I sold out for free pens. Lindsay, happy summer. I do want to point out that this is probably one of my favorite garden gnome drawings of all time, right here. This guy right here. Do I just pat myself on the back in the book? Is that what we're up to now? but I really love the way that I drew the garden gnome. That might be good for a handwritten note. I misspelled that. I misspelled it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. So again, if you're just wandering in, we're working on art book number 2. And because this art book is full of text and ideas and concepts, what I'm doing is I'm bullet pointing what eventually our text is going to be. And then my 2 proofreaders, Kyle and Emily, along with the crew over at Forward and Kelly, are going to help me shape this thing into something that feels readable. Hi, Garg! Influences. I was definitely the influencer for that. I'm going to skip this one. I want to go to this. So this image right here is the one that got me the gig over on Have a Nice Death. So I had reposted this. So let's start making those notes. And then we'll switch gears here a little bit. So I had reposted this. This was a drawing totally inspired by Nick at Night. Like when I was a kid, any old like 50s, 60s black and white sitcoms, like that was my jam. Like I loved all of those, like My Three Sons and obviously Leave It to Beaver and stuff like that. But I had done this image here, and then I reposted it to TikTok, maybe like a year later after I had done it. And then this is the image that got me the job from Chris over on Have a Nice Death. Isn't that crazy? And that's how we met Alec Obert and our buddy Chris. Hi, Carol. Carol, how are you? Yo, Lindsay, congratulations. Tell me about your full-time graphic design job. What is it? What are you doing? What are you doing? But this section totally kicks off this whole new, this whole Skellies thing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to talk about. It'll be easy. Hi, Arson. It'll be easy to go back into this. Hey, Jeff. How you feeling, man? Hi, Johnny. Are you hiring Easel to do the audiobook? Oh my God. Easel, do you think we could hire you to do the audiobook? That would be great. Miss art direction design a whole lot more. Yeah, it's a special thing when 2 people or 3 people get together and direct each other and make really cool stuff, Alec. I can totally see that. I like them too well. Well, you know what? This might be a good place to break and do a couple of other things, but let me show you the rest of the book so far. And again, if you enjoy me doing this stuff, just let me know in chat, because again, I would enjoy doing more of this stuff and yada yada. You get it. So yeah, we have a whole section for skeletons. I love the font that he's using right here. So again, this is our designer, Ivan. This piece was, again, inspired by my love of like 1950s, 60s spy thrillers. I'm so obnoxiously terrible. This was a character design challenge that we did, and I love the concept of this. Tessa was in dance and in ballet, which is what really inspired this one. Kelly, if you're there, if you could make a note and change this Grim Reaper to Big Daddy Grim, that would be awesome. But I love the way that these come together. Again, this is version 11. We'll probably get to 20 full versions before it's finally done. Easel, congrats. That's or not Easel, I'm so sorry. Lindsay Badger Mix, congratulations. That's rad. What kind of stuff are you going to be doing for the college? This spread needs a ton of work. We've looked at it a couple of times. I need to ink this digitally to get these two things to work together. We also have to redraw a new background. But this vampire section I'm smitten with. This is a channel point redeem that I did for Lizzie, which I love. This is my Count Burnaby. Hi, Jack Izzolo. Jack, we're working on the art book. This one I also, I was propelled because Lizzie really liked me drawing sexy vampire mermaids. And so obviously I wanted to continue to do that. Put QR codes on each page. Scan for her reading. Kelly says, okay, I don't understand Booth. That's John. He's trying to intimate that it's John Wilkes Booth, but I think we have to take that out because I think the joke is too specific. It's supposed to be John Wilkes Booth murdering Abe Lincoln. That was his interpretation on it. Yeah, so Carol, we're working on our second art book. I'll show you the first art book here in a minute. So we have a troll section. I love these trolls. This was a Cody Scheibe, not making monsters. It was a, oh, what's the other thing? This was for, the prompt was Ice Ice Baby. Oh, perfect. He switched this too. So perfect. Sorry, I'm seeing a lot of this for the first time. I've never seen the font for The Biggest Monster. That's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, it was the monster, not the Monster Mashup. It was the, oh my God, Creep Show and Tell is what the Ice Ice Baby one was. Hi, Princess Sparkle Farts. Hello! Can you congratulate me too? Says Be Diesel. I got some free birdseed yesterday. Hi, Juanita. Be Diesel, congratulations on getting your free birdseed. Sounds like you and your husband are going to be eating good tonight. Sparkle Farts, thank you so much for the resub. So I'm gonna put a digital image of this one right here. Oh my God. I really like how this is turning out. There's going to be obviously a gutter for the inside here. We did this for our friend Devin. Do you guys remember Devin? She gave me this concept. Schizophrenia was like the prompt that she had given me. And I love the duality of these two characters, or the two of them right here.
The accounting bot is kind, but we need to remind ourselves that we're a team.
Yep.
We really care.
Yeah.
And we should all row in the same direction.
That's right.
So go give Anthony money.
Yep.
Visit http://www.youcanrowdeesnuts.uk.
Anthony's marketing bot, thank you for moving in the direction that we all need to be moving in. Yeah, Johnny, there's lots of orphan text here. Lots and lots and lots of it. We'll be fixing a whole heap of it here. We're just kind of getting some of our bullet points down. Making monsters is what we call trying to get pregnant here. So... So you don't want to read the book in a weird Australian accent with the extra C? Okay. This one right here was a co-stream that I did with... We were talking about this yesterday on stream. This is the first time co-streaming with Rachel over on A Studio Digital. Sparkle Farts, I appreciate you. It's been a bit. I hope your summer's starting off really well. Obviously, Witches is spelled wrong. This is a rough draft. We just sold a print of this the other day, which was really fun. Jeff, I'm sorry that you're not feeling well right now, dude. So Lindsay says, I miss Lindsay, but I know where it is. So Lindsay's going to be working on some digital stuff. Both print and digital, social media, web graphics, flyers. Dude, Lindsay, that's awesome. Was it hard to find the gig, or was it a pretty easy process for you? So this is our fan art section here. And then again, this is our chapter break. This is where we go into the Chaotic Draw Along. Now, eventually I'm going to put out a Chaotic Draw Along art book, and it's going to be a bigger art book. And so we didn't want to, we're going to talk a lot about the draw along in this thing. Hi, Thunder. But we really wanted to give a little bit of a snippet of it, but we didn't want to sell it out completely. I really love how those pages are coming together. Subverted expectations. With your bits, you can save the orphans. Yeah, Johnny, so we're on version 11. We'll probably get to version 20, and then the text is all going to be put in probably in versions like 16, 17, 18. And then we'll do a lot of proofreading, and then we'll do a lot of tests here on stream to make sure that that we're not missing anything. So this is a chapter break right here. This is in the wrong spot, but we don't worry about, these are all kind of in the wrong spot, but we don't worry about those at the moment. And then this is my blue sparkle frog. Do you guys know Delaney? And I love the way that he put these backgrounds in. No, Rachel, dude, we had so much fun on that stream. So again, this is what's fun about working with a really cool graphic designer. So he put all of these concepts in, and I never would have even thought of this stuff. And so oh my God, I've not seen this page at all. Holy crap. Kelly, did you see this? Whoa! If I do read the book, can I get a weirdly whistle voice? Yeah, 100%. 100%. These two are probably not correct next to each other, but I don't care. This is my dad, by the way. Hi, Twix. Welcome in. Will you be stealing our art for that art book? No, I won't. And we do have a section called Cute But Weird. So this is where stuff doesn't totally fit. Wait, I've not seen any of this. Are you kidding me? Ah! I'm genuinely seeing this for the first time. I did this for Patty's prompt over on Shiby's channel. This is one of my favorite all-time illustrations. Top 10. Alec, I'm only going to steal your art for the upcoming art books. Boxes has this one in her collection. And then this is kind of like where a potpourri section of stuff lives, but we haven't totally figured out what we're doing with it yet. And then we have like an inking section. So you can see raw scans of stuff, and then we wrap up the book with Wally. There's going to be a little bit more in there. I mean, we have enough stuff right now for a full third art book. So if this thing performs relatively well, I'll turn all this stuff off. If this thing performs relatively well, the goal is to, and we'll talk all about it, but the goal is to get to 450 backers. And, we got to close to 300 on the Chaotic Draw Along, which was a really, really tough niche. So if we can get to 450 backers, I think we can justify doing a book 3. And then I think that would be perfect for like a 3-volume set. And then eventually we could do a magazine size omnibus of everything, all the best art. Let me go find one of Kyle's knives. Are we getting a Jennifer Coolidge reading? Yeah, I think we're gonna get all of that. I have to figure how much Easel is gonna charge me for all of that stuff. Here we go. I know, Rachel, aren't those cool? Rachel, when I was talking about the project that you and I talk about all the time, I feel like we could introduce you to Ivan, and then he could just make your art book. Just be really, really, really great. Jeff says, I want my urn made in the shape of my ass so people can kiss it when they visit. MW Mudworks, can you start working on that? Do we need a GoFundMe to make that work? I know Kelly, I've been busy. Kelly, I like how Kelly talks to me like I haven't been just completely swamped. It's hilarious. There was nothing salacious about my previous comment, just an Australian term of endearment. So it's near to the Aussie reading. Near. Sharn, I think we should get multiple readings. And I think it would be utterly perfect. You said this is my favorite? I know! I just love it so much. So yeah, if you buy a copy of the art book, these are on anthonywheelerart.com. Unusual Subjects Volume 1. I put little drawings on the inside front cover. Now, Sharn never got hers, so I'm going to do a drawing on one of them and rip it out and then send it to her. I can't afford to send her the whole art book because sending things to Australia is really expensive. You know what I mean? You don't know what I mean? Shipping to Australia is not great. Jack Azola, are you still around? Wait, why did I give him tiny little shoes like that? Fuck it, no one cares. Darklanders, just take my money. Yeah. If I can get both books, yep. Yeah, so when we do the Kickstarter in July, it's going to be for, we'll have both books available, and there'll be bundles. The first book right now is $20. We started it at $25. I think this book right now is available for $20, I think. The next art book, I think, is going to be $30 or $35. I'm not totally sure because there's just so much more content in it. But then we will do a bundle with both of them, and then the first art book will be heavily discounted so we can do bundles and stuff like that. And then, yeah, this is what the first book looks like. I'm really pleased with how it came together. And again, one of the best things is that I got to meet Pablo Agurcia because of this. And, he and I became really close. He volunteered to help me with this, along with this really cool guy named Joe Gleason. And, again, the internet's a cool place, man. The internet gives and takes sometimes, but this is my character, Ralph. It's funny, though, to look back at how much my art has changed in the last 5 years. And, I still really adore a lot of this stuff. But, yeah. This was one of my first professional paid projects. This was for Character Design Quarterly. I'll charge you at least $30 for my voiceover. Did you see the Chaotic Draw Along Instagram where I react to your Bane voice yesterday? But Character Design Quarterly hired me to do a 2-page spread about character design. And this was 7 years ago, I think, and maybe 5 or 6. Who knows anymore. And I talked a lot about being able to design characters, and it was really fun. Let's do another one of those real quick. Nothing's rigged. Sharn, there's no rudes. There's no rude. Is that plastic wrap you originally used for your failed homemade butcher business where you hand-wrapped hams and mailed them out using USPS Ground Advantage? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. 100%. Tiny shoes under I spit snot out when you said that. I tried to ship to New Zealand. It was expensive. Yeah, Twix, it is really expensive. It is really expensive. I don't lose packages very often, but one of our packages got lost in New Zealand, and it was unfun. It is what it is, but it's unfun. Is that a stupid seagull, cousin of ignorant duck? Pretty much, JD. Yeah, missed 49 of my birthdays. Yeah, Jeff, I can absolutely send you a free book. Just do me a favor. Can you send me the shipping for it? Is that a possibility? Jeff's like, no, it's not. It's not a possibility. Again, guys, reminder, I'm going to be streaming on Babe Ross's channel next Thursday, normal time, 3 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific. Rachel and I are going to be doing some Punday Night Draw stuff, and we're gonna be in the Old West. It's gonna be very fun. She's gonna be the sheriff, and I'm going to be the outlaw. There's no way to word any of that, you know? There's no way to word any of that appropriately. Skitters off to be an Instagram. The internet sure is weird and wild place. What's some of the weirdest things you've seen on the internet? Okay. We're not going to talk about the weird things that I've seen on the internet, okay? I like to draw little monster teeth. Again, once I draw in the next couple of these, we're going to go into the Discord. A bunch of people participated in the chaotic draw along. We weren't able to show all of those off. And so I want to be able to go share and show off the creativity that came through. I think there's 6 or 7 pieces that are remaining. So if you're wondering, we're going to go look at those. Lex the Persister also made a mermaid from a couple of weeks ago, which I'm very, very, very excited to see. I'm going to just draw my friend Alec Obert real quick. Just, Alec, this is what Alec looks like on a normal basis, but Alec's like, wait, what? Why do you think this is what I look like? Have we not seen each other in that long? One of the key requirements when I made an art book is that I wanted to be able to draw on the inside front cover. There was just something about it that felt really, 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 really fun. And so I can't tell you how many papers we tested so I could be able to draw on the inside front cover. It's really silly, but sometimes those are the little things that really make you feel happy, okay? It's got a little tiny ear. Alec, what's your hair look like these days? You still have hair? I sure don't. Let's just give you a little bit of a tooft. Alec's got giant veins, forehead veins. This is so dumb. I feel bad whoever gets this one. But not bad enough to redo it, because you know what? Time is money, guys, and I'm out of both. All right. Right? Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't? Nothing good has ever happened in New Zealand. I agree with you. I agree. Let's go into Discord. I think hand, foot, and mouth disease. So Alec, not that I want to revel in your misery. However, the night before you messaged that you were dealing with hand, foot, and mouth disease in your house, we were talking about it with one of our nurse friends, and she was saying that her husband got it, and it was one of the most awful things in the entire world. I have not heard or thought about hand, foot, and mouth disease for years and years and years and years. And then out of nowhere, 2 people in my orbit talk about it within 24 hours. And I was just sort of like, holy crap. One more time, again, our chaotic draw along prompt from last week was Dungeons and Ducks. We'll be working on mine again in a little bit today. This is Thunder Bristle. And again, I want to recognize Thunder Bristle with no silliness, no sarcasm. It is really, really, really awesome to see how Thunder Bristle and how his creativity has just really blossomed. Now, sure, it's absolutely lost its damn mind. However, I love it. So we looked at that one yesterday before the stream was done. This is Divinity. What is the version of this one? This is a pretty good final version. That's what it is. Again, so these are some of the best ducks we've ever seen.
Guy.
Hi, Willow. Hello.
Hey, you want to learn to draw?
Hello.
It's me, Tony. Hey, guys.
Oh, Lex, I don't think it's that godly
me,
at all.
We gotta draw today.
Willow, thank you so much for the raid.
Ready?
Sparkle Farts, you can get a copy of that book at anthonywheelerart.com. AnthonyWheelerArt.com is where you can get a copy of that art book. Hi, Willow. Willow, thanks for the raid. How's it going? We're looking at some of our chaotic draw-alongs here from the last couple of days. This is our friend Divinity, and then here is another version. Seriously, this is so fun. I love how bright the colors are. Everything feels really bold and graphic. The texture of the brick in the background feels really good. Willow, what were you up to in your stream today? I really appreciate the raid. That's super sweet of you. And the Player's Quack book is really wonderful. I see Kismet commenting too. It reminds me a little bit of Kismet's art style, just in terms of these beautiful colors, and then the line-held line work over top of it. That sounded ominous. Everything sounds ominous. Everything sounds ominous. Yeah, I think this is a style that I would like to continue to see from you, Divinity. Yeah, I really like the blur too. This is our buddy Eric. Eric web streams here on Twitch. He's freaking great. You guys know Eric. This is like his third or fourth stab at Dungeons and Ducks. Every one of them just continues to get better and better. The thing is though, and again, I really want to point this out, the way that he spots his black shadows feels so even and so perfectly distributed. The man is a master at what he does. He's such a good streamer. He's such a good artist. I love Eric and I love his work. Again, he smells like daffodils and roses most of the time, but that's neither here nor there. That's Eric Webb, everybody. Here's our buddy Gunner. This is one of the most yoked out ducks you'll ever see. If I was in the dungeon with this duck, I would just turn around. I'd give up all the loot. I wouldn't even bother. I would not even bother. Yeah, Eric is insane. And the thing is, and he's not here at the moment, he's just a really good dude. He's just a really good dude. Yeah, I love Gunner. I love his traditional work. It's so cool to be able to see Gunner work in so many different styles and attitudes, and all of the work really complements itself. But this is such a well-proportioned duck. Again, we're really, really, really working on our creative level up, which is the thing that we talk about constantly here. And some of the very first videos that are going to go out to everybody who participates and is a part of that, it's going to be shape. And this is one of the best shaped things. And I love how square and boxy this guy is. This is Matt. Matt gave us another entry. Matt had multiple entries in the chaotic draw along. And I love the sided die here. What happens if you roll a 2? Super good figure work. I really love the balance of the giant axe right there. And then the little itty bitty quacker. You were working on a fantasy couple picture today? Willow, do you have a link back to it? What's the easiest way to share your artwork, Willow? I'd love to be able to continue to share and show off. Look at this little guy here. Utterly ridiculous. Eric is the gift that keeps giving. Yeah, and again, if you guys like his art style, you can also commission him during his live streams by throwing bits and subscriptions and stuff like that. And then you can get him to draw you stuff. It's such a great ecosystem that the dude has. A guy who calls himself, because he likes to talk to multiple women. That's neither you or I, right, Alec? Matt, keep making, dude. I really love your style. I think it's really cute and cartoony. We shared this on stream yesterday. This is Paninky Dinky, and utterly infuriating. I likened this back to a piece from Gris Grimley. Yoked. Pshaw! I didn't even think about the yoked. Because he comes out of an egg, right? Hi, sweet sauerkraut. It's great to see you. Yeah, Dinky, your work has been such a showstopper. And I think this style it's really great. And I think your work, if you continue in this way that you're doing with color, I think you're going to have a massive market for your original art. And I would really, 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 really think about that with all the pieces that you're making. But this is just such an absolute perfect vibe. I'm going to show you guys what Willow was up to on their stream here in a little bit. Here's Waterploop, the most prolific chaotic draw-alonger of all time. Waterpop at one point had taken all of the chaotic draw-along prompts, all 20 or 23 of them, and drew them all in one day. The scroll of wild shape. Take the form of a wild animal for the duration of the day. Ducks Only. DucksOnly.com. Wait, is that like FarmersOnly.com? Is that where ducks go to find lovers? No. Fabian! Fabian, it's great to see you. Waterpop can be found over on Instagram. He also streams on Twitch Sundays and Thursdays. And I really like him. I like him a lot. I like his style. He's super funny, and he's just a great dude to hang out with. He also paid me to say that endorsement. This is my fucking hell. Somebody asked yesterday if I had Tourette's. When you host a stream like this, it's hard not to. You don't have to be lonely at duckiesonly.com. Hello, Burnaby. Hello, Burnaby. This is GeoMonkey, and I've lavished a lot of praise upon this person because they deserve it so much. This is some of the highest quality, most professional, ready to print work that we have gotten for a chaotic draw along. The black background is so perfect. Venmo sent. Thank you. Anthony Wheeler Art. Send all your Venmos. Geo, you're really talented. And I don't know what it's going to take to get your big break. But man, if God, it's onlyducks.com. Get it. Which is a little bit of a different website that you sent me the other day, Princess Sparkle Farts, which was only never mind. Yeah, we want the social networks. Geo, can you post any of your social media stuff? Please. Grabs only ducks and redirects to CDA. GeoMonkey, take a bow. I think this works perfectly as a black and white image. Digital colors on this are going to absolutely crush. Okay. And then this doesn't fit in here, but I'm allowing it because I like Lex the Persister and he has to go. This was a voluminous mermaid. This was a chaotic draw along prompt card pull. Lex finished it. Stunning, dude. And I love the highlight glow coming down from the upper right. And I love how boxy and voluminous you were able to make this at the same time. Yeah, Geo, where's your social medias, please? Alec, have a good lurk. Alec, it's really good to see you, dude. We had such a busy couple of weeks. I'm desperate for some Alec time and a good hearty catch up. Also, I love the back rubs that Alec gives. They're just some of the best in the business. You don't even have to pay for them. Just back rubs with a little bit of a fingernail scratch. It's just, yeah, Lex, you've really outdone yourself. I can see why this took a few weeks amongst all of your other sketches and work. But this is such a clever way to take the prompts. And again, it was voluminous mermaid. I don't know if boxy was in there too, but strong hands. Yeah, so Geo, I might make a suggestion to you. You know, I have resisted going on Kara, the new art app and everything. Just because I just have not felt like I have time and stuff like that. I suggest to you, GeoMonkey, I think it's a really, really fertile ground to make connections, to get noticed by other people in the art community. And I think it's a really cool place right now to interact because it's such an open horizon frontier sort of deal. I might suggest to you, if you've not signed up for a Kara account, I have not signed up for one yet. We have one for the Chaotic Draw Along. But I would really recommend starting to get your artwork over there because I think it's going to be a really great place for art directors. At the moment, it's an artist echo chamber. It's just a bunch of artists lavishing praise upon other people. But there's 600 and I think they said there's like 700,000 people on it right now. And so I think for you, Geo, could be a really great opportunity to find some eyeballs for your work. And there it is. Let's go. Perfect, dude. Absolutely perfect. Lex, high fives, dude. I'm so glad that you finished that. I think it looks really wonderful. This is without the bubbles. I like the bubbles on it. I like the bubbles. I like the bubbles. Friday, March 29th, Chaotic Draw Along. This is the mysterious Mothman from Thunderbristle. When did you finish this? When did you finish? Yeah, Fabian, I just haven't had mental time for it. I feel like I should, but we did it for the draw along. Kelly's working on it over there. Can I request money from your Venmo? Maddie, I tell a story where my friend Denzel, on his birthday, I requested $8,000 from him on Venmo, and I've never seen a man more stressed out on his birthday in my life. I felt horrible. Oh my God, dude, this is really great. Wow, this is an incredible composition. And I love how everything goes back to the horizon line and the vanishing point, straight back. What a way to use 1 point perspective with absolute mastery. Hey, Gunnar, hugs and kisses, man. How's your day? On Kara, just to teach you a lesson, please don't. Please don't. I don't want to have to get Anthony Wheeler fart on there. Please don't. That's like how somebody came on here one day and was like, hey, I'm going to take all of your art and feed it into an AI, and then I'm going to make your art. I was like, fuck you. That's horrible. Yeah, Thunder, this is wonderful. You just did a beautiful job. This was 100 layers. I can see why. Again, you did a great job. You just did a really great job. Someone's going to get it before you. All right, fine. Kelly, can you just go do it real fast if you have time? And just tell me what the login is, please. Please don't nobody go steal it. I mentioned the other day that I was going to buy that Waddles the duck or Waddles the pig from Walmart. And somebody sniped it from me instantly. I was like, oh my God, why would you do that to me? For the next couple of minutes, I want to sketch out my Xenomorph tea party. So if you are here long enough, subjected to my buffoonery, you can earn channel points. Those channel points can get you free art. This is going to be a Xenomorph tea party for the incredibly rad Beat Easel. So this is going to be my rough pages of sketches. Water Pop's just pointing down. Perfect. Horrible art for the algorithms, right? Yeah, Kelly, if you want to. Yeah, go grab my name on Kara if you want to. I saw Kara suddenly owes 95,000 for, yeah. They're going to struggle really fast. They had 40,000 members on there, and now they have 700,000. The server fees are going to be crushing. And the thing is, and again, I'm not an early adopter, but I'm also not a complete Luddite. I think the thing that they're going to struggle with is monetizing that website fast enough just for server fees, just for cost. And it's going to become crushing very quickly. The reason that we're subjected to so much bullshit for all of these social medias is because they have to pay for everything. Dan Deemer and I were having some really fun conversations the other day about a chaotic draw-along drawing app. And again, they're all server costs and fees that we have to pay for. What are some things, let's do a little bit of a list right now. What are some things that have to be included? So a chest burster. So let's give me a list. What are all the things? What are the things that we should potentially incorporate? I'm going to take this list. Oh, okay. Sounds good, Kelly. I'll go sign up for it then. Get your act together. Or if you want to do it, and I'll just acknowledge it really quick. Check your Venmo. You did not. I didn't get anything from Venmo. I can give you the code, Kelly. I can bring it up real quick. I'll just move my email over here. What's Kara? So Kara is a social media app that was created The gal's name is escaping me, but they created it as a hub and a home for people who don't want to have to deal with the AI-driven big company hot mess that we're dealing with right now. I think I think you go in with a little bit of caution, but I think it's a hub and a home right now for people to be posting their art. It's Instagram Lite. There's no video aspect to it yet. You got it, Kelly. It's not come through yet. When it does, I'll get it to you. Jonesy the cat. Yep. The sludge. I love the black sludge. When everything emerges and then we immediately turn into Xenos. Please and thank you. Yeah, Kelly, it's not give us the code. No. Kelly, which one did you send it to? It's not come through yet. Thank you for doing that, by the way. Lack of gravity? Ooh, that could be fun. I think it's possible that I could do an easel-like child. So imagine a little tea party, but it's Be It Easel doing the tea party with the Xenomorph. Subscription price raise. Yeah, I saw that, Kismet. Yeah, Twitch is going to be raising their prices in our market, which is the United States. It goes from $4.99 to $5.99. Now, we still get half of that. So, half. At the moment, I get 60%. So I'll get 60% of whatever the fee is. I assume Rachel does too, but Rachel might get more. So yeah, it is tough. It is tough. That's why I say, like, I don't think it's smart to ever put all of your eggs into one social media bucket. I think now everything is so decentralized too. I think, I'm going to be co-streaming on Instagram, YouTube here pretty soon and doing like dual streams at the same time. My biggest thing, and again, this is part of the reason why I don't run ads for other companies. I run ads for my stuff. Because it's very possible that people are going to then start to limit their subscriptions, but people are still going to want to support me and stuff like that. And so you give them as many opportunities to do it. Acid-proof teacups. So this is a rough brainstorming list. This is something that I do for every one of my illustrations that I really want to hit a home run on. I write down as many ideas as we can. I'm also going to start to write down some colors. I want yellows and pinks. I think I want a cute little bird. I know that seems silly, but again, I'm doing this for Be It Easel, and she's a birder, and I want a cute little bird in there somewhere. Do you get money if people use their Twitch Prime sub? Yeah, we get a small chunk of that. It's not directly related. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Yes, we do get the Twitch Prime subs, and I think those are still at 50%. My bad. I was thinking about Twitch Turbo or Twitch Nitro, where you don't have to see ads. Hey Kelly, that didn't go through to me. I don't know where that is. It's not in my junk mail, and it's not in my. Yeah, so we do get Twitch Prime 100%. Twitch Turbo, we get a little chunk of that, and that's the $10 or $12. I don't know what Turbo is, or how much it costs, but we get a small portion of that too. Yeah, the face hugger. Yes, ma'am. Rachel, it's so fun seeing you and hanging out. I miss all my Rachel time. How do you keep up with two chats? The YouTube stuff will be so slow. It can take a while? Okay, sweet. I just didn't want to miss out. Is it true Xenomorph tea parties mostly happen at night? I sent you a photo of me as a child on Discord. I look like a little Dutch boy. Wait, I'm so sorry. Before we do this, my bad. I got so distracted. Willow rated the channel. And Willow, this is what Willow was working on. Willow, if you're around, I forgot, and I'm so sorry. This is what Willow was up to. I love the hierarchy between these two characters, that we get our angel character looking down at our devil character. I think there's such great symbolism in that. I apologize. I feel bad when I forget and stuff like that. But this is really lovely work. And again, I think it's really smart too. Let's go look at a little Dutch boy. That's not a thing that I can ever say again, by the way. It's not a thing that I can ever say again. It's funny how you describe yourself as a little Dutch boy, and I described myself as an overweight 9-year-old girl. Your Venmo isn't the sexiest Wheeler or Anthony Wheeler 1962. It's not. It's absolutely not. It's absolutely not. You get AdWatch credit for people who have Turbo. Yeah, my ad revenues maybe like 10 or 13 bucks a month. That's it. That's really it. All right, this feels like a good list. This feels like a good list. I thought I was about the only Dutch person. When 9,000 is here, he's Dutch. Let's see here. I think, right? Okay, so here's my list. So let's start making our little rough drafts here. So we're gonna try to do 2 or 3 different versions. So obviously we have to have the table. I might do sort of a small version, like a small-bodied version. The bean head is the most ridiculous thing too, by the way. But I really love the idea that the knees are up here. There's got to be a tiny little chair. Okay. Xenomorphs are really tough to draw too, by the way. So at the moment, I'm just gonna put that on there. Hi, Andy Butterman. Butterman, it's been such a long time. It's been a long time. Just got it. Kelly, I'm gonna message it to you right now. Here we go, Kelly. Butterman, it's a delight to see you. There you go, Kelly. Dutch boy chaos. I don't know about that. I don't know if we just need to make a habit of drawing Dutch boys. Obviously the hands. So this is just my first draft. Tangent City. It is funny though, Easel. You do look like you look like you could actually exist in the Aliens universe. You know what I mean? Willow, thank you again. I'm so sorry that it took me a bit to share your artwork, but again, I really love the character design stuff that you created. What is that clip? What is that clip? Dutch boy. That's not a thing that I can ever say again, by the way. Let's go look at a little Dutch boy. That's not a thing that I can ever say again, by the way. That's the most horrible. That's the most horrible. 9,000 is Nordic. That's what it is. Okay, I had it wrong. Okay, so here's our cute little easel. I'm gonna refer to you as cute, but just not in a weird way. I don't want your husband coming after me. But here's your little Dutch hair. And your adorable nostrils. And I love the idea that it's okay. So down on the floor, I gotta get some streaming. Sounds good, Babe Ross. High fives, friend. Kelly, I've not gotten any other emails or anything, but when they come in. So this is a teddy bear, but it's going to have a face hugger over top of it. Okay, so then we have. When this is done too, I'm gonna, or when I finish my concept, I'm gonna start working on finishing the paints here. Master Anthony, I can't believe you remember me. Hell yeah, Butterman. First of all, you have a really easy name to say, but I mean, it's not been that long. It's probably only been what, 5-6 months. Heck yeah. I mean, I can't remember squat in my personal life, but okay, hold on. What if the two of you were doing the five finger fillet? So what if your hand was on the table and then there's the knife right there? Let me zoom out a little bit. It was Princess Sparkle Farts who resubscribed for 19 months. That's some dedication. I was thinking that Beat Easel looks less like a Dutch boy and more like a little girl from Drop Dead Fred. He's already on his way. I don't want to fight your husband. He seems strong. I don't want to fight a Midwestern man. And so we need like a little plate of cookies. Let's go look at the Prometheus things. So again, if you're wondering what this is a commission from my friend Beat Easel. She's absolutely hilarious. It's a Xenomorph tea party. Black goo. This is not what, the room. So what I want, there's the capsules. There we go. Perfect. So I think back here, we can have some of the capsules. And I know that they kind of pucker on the sides here, so let's put that. And I need to look up a picture on Jonesy. But yeah, I love the idea that there's just this black ooze. Do you not see all the announcements? I have the account. Yeah, no, I saw all of that, Kelly. It said that I needed to reset something. I don't have any emails to reset anything. That's it. Okay, so that feels really fun. So we get all the little goo and ooze. Weird, Kelly sent it to your Anthony V at hotmail.com. Whatever. He's strong and oddly fast. Sorry. Well, luckily he lives a long ways away. How about a teapot and dolls and chairs? Yeah. So I was thinking, I think that's a great idea. So let's do another chair. Paul, you're awesome. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you again for rating. I definitely know in that hand, I need the hand to, as it's curving around, I need its long alien finger, like its pinky, to be out. You know what I mean? Kelly, thank you again for doing that. Yeah, so pinky's out, right? In his long hands. So let's go look up Jonesy the cat. You need a hole in the table under the Xenomorph. Hi, Goosepod. How would I draw that? I already have a follower on Kara. You guys are way too sweet. Jonesy, cat, alien. So what if we put the cat right here, Easel? I never realized that basically when I draw Gil's cat, it's just Jonesy. It's just a tabby. Oh, Kelly. Oh my God. Kelly just sent me an image that is making my skin crawl. So Andy Butterman, where have you been this last couple of months? Have you been in a Honduras prison? When you weren't around for a little bit, I think we all took bets that you were probably in some sort of jail. Okay, so Jonesy's going to be looking back. Ross, sounds good. Hey, I will happily look at it right after I get off on stream. It might take me a little bit to respond just for family stuff, but I would be happy to. But here, we could put another little crawler guy right here. I don't know how to draw those guys, but they are so freaking creepy. So he's just kind of crawling up the... But yeah, that's a teddy bear right there. You need an egg or two. Is that what the capsules kind of look like? I know Prometheus is a little bit different than the normal Aliens world, even though it's all the same. Easel, do you think that this is living within the realm of what you thought this was going to be? It's like Kelly like that, right? Willow, have a good lurk. Thank you again for the raid. Be funnier if the Xenomorph's mouth was open and the small tongue was sipping the tea. So how do we draw that? How do we draw... Honestly, Xenomorphs are really difficult for me, so let's see how we do that. Xenomorph. Let's go right there. So again, this is a concept, and Kelly and I came up with an awesome idea for next week or 2 weeks from now when I'm on vacation. If we're able to pull it off, I think it's going to be really fun. But whenever I get an illustration assignment, this is a lot of the process of what I do, especially the brainstorm dump right here. Now, I've been thinking about this one for a very long time. I've already built a Pinterest board. I did a little bit of a word cloud for all the stuff that I wanted to incorporate. But this is where I start to fill in the gaps. Now, this initial thing that I'm drawing right here ultimately will get changed, and I'll do another version of it from a different direction, and just to try to see what I can come up with. Hi, Spicy Jaw. Goosepod says, like drool. I like it when you drool in the stream. So what if we have... Here, this image right here. So what if we have the kind of the bean shape? Kelly, we're gonna have to find some serious images. Like, I have a Pinterest board already set, but man, oh man. So this is the head. I do like Polly's idea. God dang it. Spicy, what you up to today? The chest burster and the teddy bear. Okay, so we can do a big...
No one cared who Wheeler was until he put on the cat suit.
Bainthony Wheeler, thank you very much. Tuttlefish, thank you for the 300 bits. That's incredibly funny. Butterman says, nothing is exciting as an exotic prison. Can you put one donut on the table? 100%. 100%. So I think I don't know how to draw the, so I think the hand would go right here. If I could figure out a way to make his lips pucker, and again, the finger comes out this way. And then Goosepod says that he likes drool. I mean, who doesn't like drool? Except the anti-drool league. I think it's a much better idea. It's a much better. I posted my alien in the work in progress. What prompted you to start drawing aliens, Fabian? Yeah, that's the one that I was looking at, Shart. I was like, how does that work? What is this about you going on vacation again? Who do you think you are, Trump? Well, I don't play golf. But yeah, we're gonna go to the Oregon coast with my brother-in-law. He's never seen the ocean. And we're excited to go with him and hang out for a week. I'll be gone for 10 total days, but we are going to have some live stream stuff happening while I'm gone. Predator as well. What if we put like a little Predator over here for Sharn? Yeah, but I do think you're right. I think the chest burster right here on the teddy bear is really funny. And we could have like an empty chair. I think this is it. Andy says, I've been saying off all electronic devices as much as possible, getting out of hand. Picked up smoking, guitar, and restoring a motorcycle from 1977. I think all of those things are good, Andy, except for the smoking. But to you, do your best, right? Do your best. Tuttlefish, thank you again for cheering the 300 Banthony Wheeler bits. Yeah, so let's do another version of this, just flip from the side. So here we've got this. Again, I don't know how his weird alien body works, but I really feel like his knees need to be up this way, and he needs to be sitting on a tiny little chair. Kelly, I did not know that you were an alien fanatic. So again, one more thing that I'll always say is if you're doing one composition, do that same composition, but from a different direction. And what I have found is that I'm always able to get a sort of a new concept or idea out of it. So this is Easel's adorable little Dutch boy nose. She feels like she'd be a close smiler. There's her little hair. Obviously, I'm going to draw her better. But what if they're cheersing? So I'm going to put that on my list over here. Kelly, should we ask everybody if they would potentially be into the thing that we talked about earlier? Or should we just plan it out a little bit more and then people just assume that people will be into it? The flamethrower is a great idea, Polly. I like how her little feet could just be dangling right there too. And again, teddy bear. The bursting coming out from right there, the face hugger, the little pods over here. Well, obviously we'll get Jonesy in there, but I do think it's really funny. Yeah, just sort of like leaning right here is the flamethrower. We would have that leaning like this is what it would do. I would love if the daddy Xenomorph was left unchanged, but the baby tongue Xenomorph is dressed fancy. I don't know how I would do that. How would I do that? I'm going to draw the little baby Xenomorph coming out of here, but I'm going to have him with his like little lips being puckered. That feels weird. Not sure if I like that. Put a predator on his shoulder like an angel. You're out of control. You're out of control. I think if I look at both of these things, I feel like this gets us closer to the humor. And so pulling the camera in a little bit closer, I think is going to be really great. What I will end up doing is taking a lot of the detail from here and just stacking this stuff as absolutely tight as possible. This I think is really good for a big widescreen scene. For something that's a little bit smaller, I feel like this can actually fit really well, sort of just like so. And then we can still get all of the elements. We can get Jonesy in there. So we could put Jonesy like right here. And that Xenomorph can still be crawling. Jonesy can be looking back this way. And there could be all sorts of little creepy crawlies and stuff like that wandering around. So if I had to distill my entire process one more time, the very first thing that I would do if I ever get an illustration assignment is I would do this, this just brainstorm list. The next thing I would do is I would go to Pinterest and start a Pinterest board with all of the different things that I was brainstorming. The next thing following that is I would come back in and I would create word clouds. And the word clouds take a lot of the brainstorming stuff and narrow things down further so we start to get some specificity of everything. The next phase of that is my thumbnail sketches. And that could be coupled back in with the character design work. But our thumbnails, and we should never just thumbnail one time unless you nail it. And you're just like, this is it. Hello, Mergen. Welcome to the live stream. If you nail it on the first one, go for it. But I think it's really a great idea on your rough draft, your thumbnail sketch, to flip the composition and to go back and see if there's anything in your list that is just missing. The next thing that I would do here is I would take my final favorite composition. And again, we could take this, but we could also mix in elements of stuff from over here. And then I would do one more composition pass on it. And I would draw this kind of at the size that I think that I would be doing the finished version. Mergen, thank you so much for the follow. Hello! I appreciate that. And what I'm trying to do there is before I go to any kind of finished artboard, like a finished artboard like this is not as easy to erase from if you're really going to beat it up. So I'm going to try to do as much of the final compositioning on a piece of paper that I can send to the client or the customer or sell. Wait, what is that? Polly, what are you doing? I can add a bow tie on there. Polly Schlemazel gifting 5 subs. Polly to Grim Pixels, Do Stuff Shoes,
guy.
Disillusionist to Ken.
You want to learn to draw? It's
Thank
me,
you.
Tony.
Thank you.
Hey,
A
guys.
tiny bib would be adorable.
It's me, Tony.
Little
We
bow
gotta
tie.
draw today.
Is that a Ben Van
You
Leer
got your
raid? Hey,
characters
Ben.
ready?
Hi, Cheerio. Inade, what's going on? Dreb and Ped and Dasha. Cheerios Biscuit, it's good to see you. Ben Van Leer, thank you. Thank you for the raid. How are you, Ben? It's good to see you, dude. Hi, lady. Welcome into the stream. Definitely enjoy. High fives. Valley Dweller, thank you for the 100 bits. Polly Schlemazel, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the creative, chaotic community thingy. How was Ben's stream today? What's up, dude? Hey, have a good raid and run. I'll show everybody your Instagram and everything while you're off doing fun stuff. Have a good day, man. I appreciate you. Little Miss Toker, high fives. It's really good to see. It's that Ben guy again. Look, it's that Ben guy again. Pedal Harp, welcome in. Inade, it's great to see you. Cheerios Biscuit, welcome to the stream. Guys, I'm Anthony. I'm a full-time illustrator, cartoonist. We talk a lot here about being full-time independent illustrators. We also talk about the process of creativity and how to unlock a lot of that creativity. As you guys are coming in, I'm rough drafting a commission for one of our incredible creatives here on Twitch. Her name is Be At Easel. And this is a Xenomorph tea party. So what I was doing, as you guys wandered in, was talking through my creative process and why my thumbnails don't end here, but my thumbnail process is pretty small. And that when I'm done with this final thumbnail, I'm gonna try to pencil it one more time to get all of my proportions correct. Because ultimately, when we bring things over to our final finished piece of paper or our Bristol board or our watercolor illustration stuff, we want to make sure that we don't goof up the paper very much, unless you're gonna, or unless you're doing it digitally, or if you have like a light board that you can ink and trace from and stuff like that. But I tend to do everything on one piece of paper or illustration board. So this is a pretty dedicated process that I try to follow through. Lee Wood, thank you. Pedal, thank you. Cheerios Biscuit, thank you. Halo, thank you. Again, Valley Dweller and Polly. Mergen, thank you for following the channel.
No one cared who Wheeler was until he put on the cat suit.
Dasha, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks for the follow. Tuttlefish, thank you for the Banthony Wheeler. If you guys aren't familiar with my work, this is some of the stuff that we do. I host this thing called the Chaotic Draw Along every Friday. The prompt on this one was Dungeons and Ducks. I'm going to be watercoloring this here in a little bit. This was a previous Chaotic Draw Along. This was a monster graduation party. Haven't finished it yet, but that's the kind of cartooning. I'm going to get out some gouache and watercolor. This is a commission that I'm doing for my friend All Mankind, and we're going to be painting some flames. If you're an old school 90s X-Men fan, there you go. Other stuff that I have made here. This is my space cowboy. His name is Clifford. Clifford doesn't take no shit. Just want you guys to know that. Also, finally, I like ducks, and I like ducks with hats. That's all you gotta know. That's all you gotta know. Bigger hugs, biggest hugs. But again, shout out to Be It Easel. She's the one that I'm doing this for. It's super fun. But yeah, I think that this is my final composition. I'm gonna take a couple elements from this. When I can take a step back from the stream, I'm gonna redraw this, and then I'll send that over to Easel, and then we're gonna high five. You can start the stream now. Hi, Mal. Tuttlefish, thank you again for the Banthony Wheeler. You sew and crochet? What's your favorite stuff to sew and crochet? My mom was a crocheter, knitter, sewer, so I have a big, deep fondness for all of that. Is Wheels in Deep explaining? I was. I love ducks. Spike, you and I can be good friends then. You and I can be good friends. Hi, Shadow. He likes chickens too. That's not appropriate to tell people, Mr. Salt. That's just between you and I. Space cowboys are the best kind of cowboys, exactly. Drew Holt, thank you for the 3 bits. Appreciate that very much. Ooh, pedal harp. Our friend Charles, the good right hook. I have a hard time pronouncing that word because I'm a Midwest.
Hey, Wheeler. I get wrecked.
Mr. Salt, thank you for your 204 get wrecked bits. Thank you, Salt, you ridiculous monster. Spike, high fives. Thanks for the follow. I was saying though, Charles the Good Right Hook, he does the amaguri. I can't pronounce it, but he does that, and that's how when I met him, he crochets and sews all of that sort of stuff too. Not all chickens, just that. It's incredible. I used to draw like crazy, stopped for 8 years. Hands now hurt really bad when I draw. I miss it so much. And words of advice to get back into if possible? Hell yeah, Toker. Absolutely. The pain is less. I can't draw not. Yeah, I totally get it. So here's a couple of suggestions.
Perhaps they're wondering why someone would call this an art stream, but nothing ever gets done.
Cyber Techno with the 300 Banthony Wheeler bits. You monster. Hey, Tempest. Nancy, that was perfect timing. That was perfect timing. One big thing to keep in mind with creativity is it's limitless. And the only thing that, besides the physical limitations, the only thing that holds a lot of people back is the mental limitation of how things should look, could look, or the game of comparison. One of my favorite things, and I don't know if I have my notebook with some of this around. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, here we go. One of my. Oh shoot, this isn't it. We'll get there. Don't worry. This will pay off. It's not gonna pay off, not at all. It's gonna be a disaster. Here we go. One of my favorite things is to sketch with a pen. Just a pen, nothing else. And to keep my sketches really loose and silly and to not complicate things. Toker, thank you for the follow. Nancy, thank you for your ridiculousness. Tempest, it's good to see you. So one of the things that I recommend is just allowing yourself to pick up a pen. And I recommend like a really soft brush pen. And start putting yourself into a mindset that scribbles and doodles are just as good as the finished thing. Some people are going to disagree with that, but who cares? I love to do little doodles and scribbles like this. I love to find the adventure in all the shapes, but I also I hold the pen very loosely and lightly. Paulie, thank you for gifting a sub to Duck Lover, you monster. So here's what I do with that kind of technique, and again, you have to sort of give yourself permission for it. That's tough. But what I do is I hold the pen way back here, and I really work on shapes and flow. And out of it, so let's draw a duck for a reason. So I hold the pen way back here, super light. I don't grasp it or clutch it or anything like that. And I just focus on the shape. I just focus on round or smooth or easy abstract shapes. What ends up happening is we turn our brain off to the necessity to be perfect, and we allow ourselves to doodle and play. And because I'm holding it like this, there is almost, there's no pressure. There's no pressure at all. You literally just need 2 fingers and your thumb to guide, and then these 2 bottom fingies just guide on the paper. And we're just making shape. Now, the cool thing is if your hands start to feel a little bit better, then you can come back through and you can do some detail stuff. This is my ignorant duck character. Polly, thank you again for that gifted subscription, you monster. But even when I was starting to do a little bit more of a detail pass, I only held the pen just a little bit closer to the tip. Holding it way back here really loosens up the grip. Another thing that you can do just to loosen up and help yourself feel a little bit better. Again, I don't know what your physical limitations are, so you just have to sort of go with me on this one, is you can either draw from your wrist, you can draw from your elbow, you can draw from your shoulder. Somebody like Babe Ross, who's starting her live stream right now, she paints a lot from her shoulder and her elbow, and she's able to get really big, broad strokes because of the movement that she's able to create here. Now, her canvas is in front of her, so it's a little bit different. But the more we draw from our wrist, this motion right here, this is where we start to build up pain and all the nastiness and these joints and stuff like that. But if we are drawing like this and we're just lightly holding the pen, it gets a lot easier. I have pages and 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 pages of this kind of stuff, of figure drawing, of little doodles and concepts and ideas. And I am happy with it. I don't really care. It doesn't have to be finished. It's really interesting. Another thing you can do before we go back into the hot mess that is this live stream is I use an iPad. I use Procreate. Procreate is my jam. Where's my Apple Pencil? So Procreate, and I think most of the drawing tools and stuff like that. Let's go into this canvas here. This is the rough draft of a commission here. Most of the drawing apps are going to have pen sensitivity and pressure sensitivity tools. I'm going to start a new layer. I've got that selected. I'm going to show you one of my favorite brushes. And I know this is more set to Procreate than anything else, so you kind of have to just sort of deal with me on this one. Let me turn this thing off. It's not going to pay off, but it's going to be a disaster. There's this thing called stabilization, and streamline, stabilization, and then motion filtering are all really great ways to help your pressure sensitivity. And so the more that we up, let's go into this guy. The more that we up the amount on that setting like that, and again, we're going to hold the pen way back here, the stylus. I'm going to increase the size of this so you can see it. Do you notice that see how it's kind of following, and it's almost like setting a data point for it to move from. This is a setting that Procreate offers called Streamline. This is probably the least best motion filtering thing that they have. And if I show you right here, notice how it's kind of smoothing things out. Yeah, with Clip Studio should have a setting just like this. The cool thing is about something like this, you can still get really great lines. Again, I'm going to draw my duck character. I'm using almost no pressure at all just to create that shape. I'm holding the pen way back here. There's so much motion and stabilization. There is virtually no pressure being applied. And the other thing that's really fun too, I don't know where the pressure sensitivity curve is. I can't remember what setting it is. Here we go. Pressure and smoothing. You can always adjust. This pressure sensitivity. And so if you have your hands hurt so bad, you monkey with this thing, and you will get so much more added functionality. And then you can still hold the pen way back here. Those are my tips. I don't know why I'm yelling at everybody. But again, thank you guys for the raid. Shart, thank you for gifting a sub to Little Miss Toker. Thanks for being the welcoming committee. Polly, thank you for gifting a sub to Duck Lover, you monster. Cyber Techno, thank you for the 300 Banthony bits. Spike, Salt, Drew, Dasha, Tuttle, Halo, Lee Wood, Pedal Harp, Cheerios Biscuit, thank you for all the love. I appreciate all of you. I've never used Clip Studio. I have a Huey on as well, but it never works for me because I'm on a Mac, and it's a monster. Thank you for someone who has RA and the iPad. Oh, right on. I appreciate you saying that, D-She. Did I pronounce that right? D-She Devil? Is RA rheumatoid arthritis? My mom and my grandparents all suffered from that, which means I will likely be a culprit for it too. Let's do a little bit of painting on this. Again, I was given an awesome opportunity to draw this. So Easel, I'm going to check this off my list. I'm going to work up the final composition, and I love it. I hope you like it. Okay, let's go back here. Let's do some watercolor. So this is a channel point commission from my friend Jack. This is Rachel Summers from the X-Men. I'm going to be using a mix of watercolor, but I'm also going to be using gouache for some finer details. These are Sennelier watercolors, and these are called half pans. Some of them are refills with tube paint, so you just squeeze that in. These activate pretty well with water. I'm also going to be using gouache. Gouache has just much more granules and opacity, so like thickness. Viscosity is a terrible word, but we're just going to use it. And so I'm going to be using some of these colors to really get these flames sort of built up. I'm going to dump all of that gouache into the same tub that I'm working on over here. And then we'll just clean it all out later. Disha, I appreciate you guys saying all these really nice things. You guys were really really kind. Thanks for your art. Well, Dasha, that's really sweet of you. That's really sweet. Yeah, I'm on a Mac, which is why mine doesn't work very well. So this is a little bit of tube gouache. It is super duper duper concentrated. So I don't need very much, plus that is a small 5x7. Mal says, I just wanted to play with just the tip. Okay. You're gonna get me in trouble, Mallory. Let's grab a brush. Let's grab a brush that has a nice fine tip. Fine tip. Here we go. It's really neat to see the whole process. Well, same with you, friend. I mean, your work is just so flippin' incredible. Guys, again, please go follow Ben Van Leer and give him a follow here on Twitch, or on YouTube, also over on Instagram and any other place where you see Ben. Ben is a writer, an artist, an actor, and just a super nice dude. He also has very nice curly hair. It's just what I'm saying. Mix in a little bit of watercolor, diluting things down just a hint. As we paint, here I'm trying to mix up. Sorry, I mixed up a little bit of orange. I started mixing up some really dark colors, and I started to stress myself out a little bit. I think X-Men is my favorite team from the Marvel. Yeah, so Dash, I'm a massive nerd. And so X-Men when I was a kid was my thing, my jam. So really what I want to do is I want to layer all sorts of flames and stuff like that. This is going to be primarily watercolor for right now, but then we're going to mix in the gouache to really give us some color over top. So again, if you hang out on my live stream long enough, you can earn channel points, and those channel points can be used to purchase things from my shop. And this is one of those things that you can purchase. I don't really take commissions and stuff like that. So every so often, I'll do commissions for people. And this is one of those. That brush is way too small, so we're going to grab a much fatter brush. So notice I have some that's a little bit lighter, some that's a little bit darker. And then what I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to paint in and give myself the idea of kind of where that background's going to sit. We'll blend all of this in. We'll use the gouache, which has much thicker viscosity. I don't know. I just like to say words that are weird and make it creepy. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ben is really sweet. He has been just unnaturally kind to me for no reason, which is the truest sense of a person's character. He has absolutely nothing to gain from being kind to me, and I don't know. I'm really grateful. I appreciate that person very, very, very much. So notice too that we're getting a little bit of a color break back here. Mal, I will be very kind and very soft with you. I'm so sorry that you have a tummy ache. I'm not sorry that you have a tummy. We just assume that you have a tummy. I was like, Jesus, Anthony, why? Like, why? Again, this is for my friend All Mankind. The dude streams on Twitch generally 6-7 hours before I do. Super sweet dude. He smells a lot like a pork roast, which I'm not totally sure why. I don't know if he's just a big fan of meats. But Jack is a very sweet dude, and I highly recommend following him. Shout out to All Mankind, and again, he's just been a huge help for me for the stream. Gives me lots of really great ideas, participates in challenges, and does all of that while he's just busy just being an artist and trying to make stuff for a living and things like that. So pretty stinking cool. Now, what was Ben up to on stream? Were you guys watching videos? Was he painting? What was up? So I'm trying to get a little bit of layering here. I don't know what that noise just was. Sharn, thank you for gifting a subscription to Viscous Fluids. That's funny. That was my mother's name on Twitch before she passed away. So thank you for honoring her memory and just being an all-around good friend. I wasn't sure, so I had to applaud. Yeah, I appreciate you when you applaud. Mal, have you heard anything back from your team? Our buddy is interviewing for a new job. I should be more tactful about that, because then if there's bad news, I should be a little bit... oh my God! Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Salt, thank you for doing that. Shout out for Jack Catechus. Popping out a lurk. What up, dude? What up, Jackie Jack? So again, just trying to layer things up. I'm just trying to play with as much color as I can. As we get into the rest of the gouache and we start really defining edges and stuff like that, should be really fun. I really want the outer portion to be dark and crispy, and then I want the center portion to be light and bright and sort of stuffs like that. You know what I mean? Sharon, thank you again for gifting a subscription to Viscous Fluids. Just chatting about filming schedule. Right on. So again, we're just going to try to build and build and build. Watercolor is forever one of those mediums that you start really light and you work to dark. Whereas gouache, you can start dark and you can work to light. It's more of an opaque medium, similar to like acrylic. It has some acrylic properties to it, but it is reactivatable by water. Some of it is less reactivatable. Is that a word? acrylic is a really finicky and fighty sort of thing for me. So I appreciate gouache and watercolor much more. Cool. So we've got a little bit of this coming here. Juanita is always really nice to me. I don't know if you guys realize that, but Juanita is typically super nice to me. It'd be great if you all followed Juanita's example. Mal's like, whatever. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Also, for new friends that are just wandering in, every Friday I host a thing called the Chaotic Draw Along. We've been doing it on Twitch for a couple of years. It is the most fun draw along event that you can participate in. Probably can't claim that, but I am. Every Friday, we allow people to come in and give us really terrible, rotten, silly suggestions of things to draw. Which is part of the reason why I was drawing Dungeons and Ducks. The stream comes up with the concepts. We all vote on it. Whatever wins, I have to draw. The stream has to draw. And it's super duper duper fun. We normally get anywhere between 75 and 100 people draw with us every single week. I think Sharn counted up and we had 102 different submitted pieces of art for the most recent one. And that starts at 5 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. So if you don't have any other Twitch plans, plus you like to draw stuff, I would really like to invite you. Skill level does not matter. Just an interest in making friends and letting me host a really bizarre live stream is really all it takes. If you're a little bit kind of nervous about your art, stick figures, like little pencil renders, doodles, concepts, just all of it works. You don't need to feel uptight about your art and creativity. Everyone is super, super, super awesome who participates. We spend a lot of time gassing people up and helping people feel as confident as we can about their art and creativity. So if that sounds fun and if it sounds like an appealing thing, that's 5 o'clock Eastern. It's always a 2-part stream, so it starts Friday at 5 and then it continues Monday at 5 o'clock Eastern. The draw along has gotten so big that we have to do it over 2 days, and that's probably the coolest thing in the world. Also, if you like the Chaotic Draw Along or the idea of it, but you can't be around, I also have a card game version of it. We did a Kickstarter. Community came through, and absolutely the most clutch thing ever. And helped us produce this incredible card game called the Chaotic Draw Along Prompt Cards. It's a creative tool. It's also a party game that you can do with weird people. Ollie, thank you so much for the follow. I have not showed the cards yet. No, I should. I didn't even think about it. But yeah, the Chaotic Draw Along Prompt Cards, there's over 300,000 combinations of things to draw and make. If you knit and crochet, I think you could find a ton of value from the cards as well. And I'll show them off here in a minute. But that's chaoticdrawalong.com. And yeah, there we go. There we go. Count me in. Yay, Tucker, I appreciate it. You will really enjoy it. The Chaotic Draw Along has become one of the most important things. I'm going to let this draw, but the Chaotic Draw Along has become one of the most important things to me and my business. But it's also been a way that I think a lot of us have become really, really, really close friends. And I know that sounds really corny, but in the 2 years that we've been doing it, so many of us have become really close. And the fun thing is as the group gets closer and more tight knit, it also is so accepting and welcoming to people as they wander in. But these are the cards. I'll zoom out real quick. So I printed in America. This deck I've been using for quite a while. And then you open these bad boys up. There's 3 different categories of cards. Ollie, thank you again for the follow. These are our descriptor cards. So there's 2 different prompts per card. On the orange cards, these are the character cards. There's 1 per card. However, some of them have a thing called optional chaos. And the optional chaos is really fun. This is where we kind of throw in a monkey wrench. So florist, but maybe it's a gangster florist. Duck, but maybe it's a rubber duck. Alien, maybe it's a presidential candidate. And then we have the almighty, the most bullshit thing of all time, which are the chaotic cards. When you flip over 3 of these cards, you get these really wonderful, bizarre combinations. Like, and I'll pull a few, but like here's zombie, but maybe it's a regretful zombie. Silly possum, mouth breathing. These are always a mixture between descriptors, characters, adjectives, nouns, verbs, spikes. Yeah, I mean, it's a big mix. But yeah, you flip over all 3 cards, you get lots of crazy stuff to draw. But then there's also game modes. We have a chaotic guess along. We have a game mode where you have to give an award to somebody, which is really funny. Hi, Carl. How are you? But yeah, chaoticdrawalong.com. And every time you buy a thing from me, I get to feed my children. Thank you very much. Famous Blorf magazine. You did make that up. You made up the Blorf magazine. I promise you did. We're not giving us up to Blorf beef. Also, I have blank cards. Where did the blank ones go? You can write down your blank. Just while that's still drying. Where's my Sharpie? There's a lot of really good ideas that I hate you guys for giving me. You get 5 blank cards in every box, too. Blorf beef. It's really fun to also buy these as a gift and then fill out the blank cards and give it to your family. And so you can have things like bear boobs or Blorf beef. Tips and conversation. Yay, Toker, I love it. Yeah, this is, again, we've got such a rad group of people here, so you're going to fit in nicely. Juanita says, new or unsure art folks here, don't be afraid to show your work. I'm not great. You're pretty great. It's been fun to learn. I appreciate you, Juanita. And you always let your kids play, too, which is great. You can get the card game and write it off as a business expense. We're clever like that. All right, so I was given a tip a while back that as the flames get further away from the source, they get darker. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to take the gouache, and we're gonna. That's still a little wet. You idiot, Anthony. We're going to start to do some detail on the front here. We're going to work on the outer edges here first. Now, this is a really, really, really beautiful detail brush. This is a this is a Raphael Kolinsky sable brush. Regretfully, the best brushes are the animal hair brushes that you can get. Either squirrel hair, horse hair, mink. I don't love the cruelty to animals aspect. However, if I buy one of these, I make sure that I take really, really, really good care of it. Because it deserves. I've been using this one brush for over 4 years, and it has not failed me. And the tip on it is just absolutely perfect. Why are you gifting a subscription to Idiot Anthony? No way! How dare you! So again, what we're doing is we're creating a nice blend. Sharn, you monster. Daisha, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, when we started doing the chaotic draw along, I know I talk about it all the time, but the chaotic draw along just became such a massive thing for this crew of people. And people kept saying, though, that they were having so much fun drawing, and they hadn't been drawing for years. Like, there's been people that have come in and have literally not been making anything for years and years and years. And when we do the chaotic draw along, the live stream event every Friday, people are saying, well, I just wish that I could do it at home, like when you're not streaming. And my business brain was like, well, shit, I can absolutely figure that part out. We worked on it. We worked on the concept for over a year. And then when we launched the Kickstarter, the incredible people that participate and follow funded the Kickstarter in 83 minutes, $9,000 in 83 minutes. commend you on your box design. Thank you, Juanita. I appreciate Juanita's complimenting the box design. That's awesome. The next box design too. So we're gonna keep this box design kind of moving forward, but we're building a big clamshell box, which is going to be super duper duper clutch for expansions. We have a monster version, the Chaotic Monster Along, which I cannot wait to launch. And so we're gonna be working on that. We're also working on a kids version. And that kids version, I mean, this is a version for kids already, but we're talking about 4, 5, 6 years old, and we're gonna do some education things to help kids feel really comfortable about kind of reading and drawing and prompts and all sorts of stuff. I will second the don't be afraid. Yay! Yeah, Mal jumped right in. All right, so we're getting there. I know this part takes a little bit and perhaps feels like a bit of a tedious process, but this is really where we start to bring everything together. I need to be a little less precious about everything with these little flames. Flames are really meant to be organic and really fun, and so I need to really recognize that. Guys, thank you again for saying all the really nice things about the draw along. I appreciate it. So that's a little bit too dry. So again, I'm using gouache right now. And I want there to be a little bit of a curve here. I'm not going to nail that curve the way that I want to, so I'm going to mix up a little bit of orange. Yeah, we're not getting it with this brush. Mix up a little bit of yellow. Where do I put this on my palette here? Wrong color, wrong color, wrong color! Sorry. I also narrate everything that I do here, so either you really like that or you just tolerate it. So this part got just a little bit blorfy, so we're gonna go ahead and de-blorfify that. The flame. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. That feels really good. I need to quit. I need to move around the piece a little bit, Sharon, and give myself. We'll see here. Sorry, I'm thinking and arting at the same time, which is a lethal combination. I did put the wrong colors. It gives him character. Carl, thank you for drawing the best duck nipples yesterday. You have certainly, you started a conversation where I forgot that ducks didn't have nipples, which I know seems like the most moronic thing humanly possible. But again, live streaming's a hard job. Shard, thank you for gifting a sub to Wrong Colors. That feels very appropriate today. I appreciate you very much. What a fun stream. Yesterday I felt really discombobulated. Today I feel great. I feel like we've accomplished a ton of stuff. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel good. That's it. That's the message. That's the story. Life sometimes takes and sometimes gives. Today it's been giving. You know what? And I feel good. Yeah. So for the people who just came in, I know a couple of you said that you do like crochet and stitch and stuff like that. What other kind of creative things do you guys like to do? We have a bunch of people who are here too that are live streamers. Our friend Be It Easel, if you've not met Easel, she's an incredible streamer. Kelly Maldonado live streams painting and art and illustration stuff. The list just kind of goes on. I'm just trying to catch all the people that are here. Alvo Vision streams on Twitch and is really, really, really good. We met Alvo because of our awesome friend Elise. Okay, Anthony, just go. Just move fast. Figure it out in post. I'm a huge Disney nerd, and so I love like the 1960s, 1950s Mary Blair sort of era when we come back to flames and shapes and stuff like that. So you'll probably see a little bit of that influence in my work. One of the things about what I'm doing right now is we're just trying to add in tone and texture, and then at the end I'll do one final unifying glaze pass, and that's a final kind of pass that I'll do to give one more beef of saturation. Why do I use words like that? Jesus Christ, Anthony. We're not beefing things up. Where's your beef? Well, I know where the beef is. It's the Beef Blorf, who just got gifted a subscription. But yeah, watercolor is one of these really unique things that... Say goodbye. Goodbye, Easel. Thank you. You have a nice voice. Continue to narrate. Hey, guys, we found the one person who likes my voice. Let's go! That's incredible. You're the only one. You are the only one. Easel, have a beautiful night. I appreciate you. Thank you for being my friend, and thank you for being the voice of Anthony Wheeler. But yeah, when we get there, I'll show you what that final glaze is going to look like. It's going to be one more sort of big pass of orange and yellow. And it's really, really, really going to dial this thing and make it look fun and final. And I cannot wait. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let me zoom out just a little bit. I want to put a little bit more yellow in there, so we'll jump over. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys saying really nice things about the draw along, and I love Juanita's message about just jumping in, and it's really cool. It's really cool. Oh my God, this is why using a brush is the best. So we were talking earlier about drawing from our wrist or drawing from our elbow. I tend to paint and draw from my wrist. It's got both good and bad. I'm able to control my brush really well, but I do tend to get a little bit of hand pain. The other thing is that depending on how hot it is in my studio, like right now it's pretty warm. What can end up happening is that my hand will stick to the table and cause some unnecessary stickage when I'm trying to get really long, graceful, beautiful lines. And that part can be unfun. So this red color is a little bit more vibrant over on this side than on the other. So we'll probably come back through again and give ourselves just a deeper level. Putting a little bit more orange, mixing that orange up into there. Embroidery, resin. What are you going to be doing with your craft paper? Darklander, I didn't sleep very good either. Oh, Ollie, I'm so sorry that it took me a little bit, Ollie, to get to your comment. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, leaving Instagram is probably a good idea for a lot of people. I hear you. Instagram was a big time suck for me for a long time. That's really kind of you, though, Ollie. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I stream Monday. If you like what I do here, I stream Monday through Friday, 5 Eastern. And so, yeah, it's a really consistent schedule. I am going to be on vacation here in a week or two. Now this is wet, so I'm going to have to be really careful here. Did somebody just buy something from the Chaotic Draw Along store? Did I provoke somebody to buy something? Is that what just happened? Good night, Darklander. I appreciate you. See you later. Thank you very much, Maldonado. If there's somebody here who just bought something from the Cat of Draw Along, I appreciate it. My children are going to eat good tonight, baby. Ravioli straight from the can. Speaking of Amazon Prime, Andy Butterman, I was watching Fallout the other day, as one does, last night, in fact. That's why I was up too late. How come there's ads on my Amazon Prime while I'm watching television programs? How much utter BS is that? That I have to put up? I just want to watch Fallout. I don't want to watch an advertisement. Speaking of which, thanks for buying the Cat of Draw Along. I just immediately go into an ad. My own ad read. Is it on everything now on Amazon Prime, or is it just on some stuff? Because F that. Wither has a lot of risk control. I do. I've been working this wrist out for a long time. Hi, JB. Hello, JB. How wet is it? JB, it's wet, baby. It's wet. It's so wet. You just bought it? Thank you, nerd. Dude, I appreciate that very much. Thank you for buying the Cat of Draw Along from catofdrawalong.com. That is really sweet of you. Yeah, you can absolutely use it as a tax write-off too. You have to be too careful if it's wet. That is correct. Again, we're learning. Everyone's learning today. We're learning about viscosity and wetness. JB, what's something that you can teach everybody here right now? JB talks a lot about viscosity. JB, what's your one tip? When it comes, JB's like, don't you dare, dude. I'll never come back if you mess with me like this. Okay, let's mix up a little bit of orange. If it's really white here, I'm going to have to be careful. Well, that's what you guys always say, that I have to be really careful. I don't know what that's about, but... Now, word on the street is that Painting Badly is sending me some watercolor. Did you guys hear that? How cool. I cannot wait to try his watercolor. It's going to be so freaking fun. Now, he said I can't eat it, which I claim bullshit. If you can't eat homemade watercolor, then what can you do with it? It does appear that it... Brett Hitman, dude, I love. We can talk, Butterman. We can talk all day about Brett the Hitman Hart. I'm a nerd for some wrestling. All right, this is a little bit of gouache. We're gonna start to brighten some things up. Again, Maldonado is the reason that we have gouache on this stream. Isn't that bullshit? It is. Yeah, I was watching Fallout, feeling pretty good about my life. Feeling great about the choices that beautiful lady with the big eyeballs was making. Ella Purnell. Jesus, she's pretty. And then I was like, wait. Why am I now watching an ad for Visa? She's going to be at our local Comic-Con, that one. And I can only imagine the weird things that people will say to her. When I used to do a lot of Comic-Cons, there would be times where they would seat me near the celebrity petting zoo. And the things that people would say to these celebrities was some of the most freaking insane thing. Like, again, we always talk about like how sexual harassment's a bad thing, right? You've never experienced life until you've seen Jason Momoa just get absolutely horny touched by thousands of women on an afternoon. It's so crazy. At some point, he's got to be like, please don't touch me. Please, just not today. Not there. What your subscription is? I think you can upgrade. I don't want to upgrade. I already pay those MFers like $20 a month. Even if you can upgrade, not the ads, you can still trigger ads if you don't start the thing and watch it right away. That sucks. Hi, Coffee. Guys, can we get a big hearty hello to my friend Coffee Rocks? Coffee, how have you been? How's work? How's life? How's diamond painting? Coffee, it's a treat. always good to see you. Coffee has been so sweet to me over this last couple of years, starting this whole live stream thing. She's always encouraged me. She sent me this incredible diamond paint, this Batman diamond paint that I have up on the wall. I can't show you guys because it's on the wall. But yay! Blorf-related necessities. He'd send you stuff. I asked Amy Jo to send it. Amy Jo sent it for me, which was really sweet. She does have large eyeballs. They're disproportionate to her head, but god dang, she's great. She's so good in that part. And I say I can talk about somebody's giant eyeballs because I have a giant forehead. It's a 5 head. It's an 8 head. It's a head that does. Nope. Can I get a read on this, guys? Are we thinking that this is turning out okay? Are people pleased? Well, Coffee Rocks, you have been sorely missed. Fortunately or unfortunately, it's the same BS that I normally do. That's the reason why I quit Hulu, is because there was all these ads, and then I ended up buying Hulu. I ended up paying for no ads because I was like, screw this. A little bit there. Thank you for gifting a sub to Giant Forehead. Oh, OMG, what are you laughing at? I love OMG's name. OMG, welcome to the disaster that I call my live stream. I hope you like it here. And if you don't, remember, there's no refunds. I was happy to see you. It's extremely late. Sounds good, Dasha. Dasha, have a wonderful night. Thank you for all of your kindness, and thank you for being really sweet. Have a beautiful night. Good sleeps. I hope Jack likes this thing. God, I'm happy. It's like how Jack Sparrow is one of the only characters at Disney that needs a hand because only moms are just assaulting him. What do you think Disney's gonna do? Can I ask again? I have no opinions of Johnny Depp, the lady he was with. I don't know about any of that stuff. I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm not up on current events. What do you guys think that Disney's gonna do about their Johnny Depp problem? Clearly, Pirates of the Caribbean is a massive moneymaker for them. It's so clear. And Disney does not know what to do with that franchise in lieu of having Johnny Depp on the team. Do you think that they bring him back through? Do you think that they try to reboot? Do you think that what do you think they do with him? And again, I have no opinion. I didn't watch the trial. I don't know what the guy did do or didn't do. I don't know. I don't care. I know people followed it really closely, but what do you think they do? Disney has lost so much money in this last couple of years. Pronounced Kofi Rocks. No, it's pronounced Kofefi. Is how we pronounce her name. Kofefi Rocks. I'm just intrigued. Disney needs money, an infusion of monies. And I'm so interested what people think that they're gonna do. Nicholas, I appreciate that. Thank you for the tier 1 resub for 3 months. That is super sweet of you. I hope you're having a really great day. Aroused growling? Wait, what? The question is do you like it? Yeah, I'm really pleased. Pedal Heart. If Coffee Rocks is great or Coffee Rocks is like a concentrated substance. I think it's a little bit of both. Hi, Richard Keith, how are you? Thanks for popping your face in. I don't mind some ads. It's just the annoying same ones over and over again. Yeah, you know what? I don't mind watching ads at the very beginning of a program. It's just like when I was watching the Fallout show and it was like 12 minutes in and I was really interested in what the lady with the big eyeballs was going to do. And then we cut away to a Visa ad and I was just like, come on. Uncool. Uncool. Richard, what kind of art do you do? I need to quit calling her that too. Again, she's pretty. That's really rude of me. Honestly, I that's a really shitty thing that I keep saying that. I am self-correcting right now. I don't like that. The lady with the big eyeballs is Ghoul. No way. No. I do want to draw a Ghoul, though. I want to draw the Ghoul from the show. Again, as a man with a big forehead, I can say things like that. No, I can't. God damn it, Anthony. Nicholas, thank you again for the resubscription. Disney needs to grow a spine. Tired of their BS. Ruining otherwise successful and loved franchises. Yeah. They're struggling. Disney will give them quietly deploy the body double. Imagine if they just quietly assassinated Johnny Depp. Just imagine. Hey, Johnny, can we go ahead and just look over here, please? That's my Johnny Carson trying to talk to Johnny Depp, which is one of the worst impressions I've ever done. Is anybody going to go see Inside Out 2? Inside Out 1 bummed me the hell out. Inside Out 1 technically is a good movie. People really like it, but man, I walked out of that theater bummed the hell out, and I don't think I can do it. But I want to recognize how much work goes into a movie, because golly. All right, just gonna start to fluff out that line right there. Yep, you heard me right. I said fluff. Is what it is. Let's take a little bit of that gouache orange, and let's start putting some of that right here. I feel like the stream's been awesome today. We got good vibes, good people, really great raids. Andy Butterman is back, despite the fact that he took up smoking. We learned that Maddie doesn't pee nearly enough. We learned that I probably pee too much. I think today's been a success. I mean, it's not ending anytime soon. I'm still here doing my job. Just making art. Thank you, Kismet. I appreciate it. Yeah, the fire is feeling really fun. It's feeling fiery. God, nothing works today. Not one joke works. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start to bring in some yellow. Anthony, you raise a good point. Why the fuck didn't they just run ads at the beginning of a program? I don't know. I would watch 4 minutes of ads to not have to get interrupted in the middle. Coffee Rock says that she's been, oh no, broke your elbow? Coffee, did you take a fall? How did that work? I'm so sorry. That absolutely sucks. I'm going to take some of this lemon yellow gouache. Hi, Blink Dog. Oh, Coffee, big hugs. I'm so sorry that you're going through all that. That really stinks. Again, I don't know if you heard me earlier say I have the Batman 609 cover that you made for me up on the wall, and it's really wonderful. I love it. It was such an honest gift surprise, and you sort of blew me away with that. Just mixing up a little bit of that. Oh, I missed the comment from Blink Dog. Hi, Blink Dog. 22.1 from 21. Loss of income, yeah. Disney Plus is the big issue with Disney right now. That's where they're losing the majority of their money. Richard does mostly traditional art with pencils, pen. No, not that's awesome. Where do you like to post your art and creativity? Where can we see some of it, Richard? You can feel like you can post links and share stuff. I'd love to be able to look at it if you don't mind. If you have an Instagram or a Kara. Have we decided how we actually say Kara? Is it Kara or Kara? Have people figured that one out yet? My wife made me quit smoking. Good. Good. It's not good for you. I'm glad. I don't want you to smoke, Butterman. I want you to be a healthy, happy Butterman. I'm here too. Hi, Amy Jo. Hi, Amy Jo. I think cigarettes did kill Carson. I also think drinking and living in the 70s killed Carson. Again, I say over and over again, though, some of my favorite, I go back to old Carson interviews all the time. It's one of my favorite things. Nerd JQ, if you're still around, thank you again for buying the Chaotic Drawalong prompt cards from chaoticdrawalong.com, where you too can become a chaotic illustrator. That is super sweet of you. Something I'm not likely to forget. Even nerds like, yo, bro, you're going to forget in like 3 days. This fire is taking longer than I anticipated, but it's one of the more satisfying things that I've done. I'm also going to take some of that gouache that I just mixed up. I'm going to dilute it down with a little bit of water. And I'm going to start to build out some of these edges in here too. Now, real talk, one of the things that I suggest all the time is consider, when you do your characters and things like that, bring your characters to about 60-70% of what you think their final saturation levels are going to be, because ultimately our backgrounds can really make some huge changes to what our characters will look like. If we saturate the heck out of our characters to start, we maybe lose a really cool lighting technique or an opportunity to push something in a way that we had not thought of. So Rachel right now, Rachel Summers, feels really light and kind of boring compared to the background that we're putting. That's pretty intentional, even though it causes me a little bit of extra work to go back through. Because now what I'm able to do is go back through, especially on her costume, just anything that isn't seeming to mesh with the background. The background can take a little bit more yellow. This is kind of like a flowery or buttery yellow. I think it shows up better on camera than it does here on the painting itself. I think it's got a little bit of green to it. And so I'm just trying to come back through, give myself a little bit, just a little bit more. Hi, Zach. Increased by more than 6 million in the second quarter. So Blink Dog, what do you think that means overall in terms of the financial count? Zach, what you up to? So now that background is a little bit wet, I'm going to start to add in some little bursts of flames and stuff like that. Sorry that she's upside down for the second. Probably kind of hard to see, but just little bits. Again, watercolor is one of these weird, bizarre journeys where nothing feels satisfying until it's finally done. Every watercolor piece I've ever done goes through this incredible ugly duckling phase, and it looks so terrible. and I feel like it's ready for the fire pile. Cool. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some gouache white. Yeah, coffee. So this is a commission. This is a channel point commission. And then, I have some other channel point commissions that I've been working on. This is a character from Overwatch. There's that one. I mean, we have just been making and making and making. I'm doing Gem. I think you know Patty Puss. I'm doing Gem and the holograms. But man, Coffee, we've been playing a lot with the chaotic drawline prompt cards, which was our Kickstarter from a while ago. That's been the big thing. So we've been doing chaotic drawline stuff on stream. Probably 3 days a week. Thank you. I appreciate that, Lizzie. Okay, so I just mixed in a little bit of white, and that is a very opaque white. Let's see here. Ooh, you got a painting from Ambird? So what I've done is I've diluted that white, and I'm going to start to streak that through. It's a little bit different than the streaking that Silent Spoons does after work, but that's neither here nor there. So we're just going to put a little bit of white over top. This is that bright phase. So again, gouache has more pigmentation to it. And when we're painting it over top, it's going to have this nice effect over everything else. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to try to build a little bit of a crackle in here. What was that? Hi, Chelsea. Chelsea, thank you. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for the 28 months. High fives, friend. Nicholas says, have been fun watching community members use channel points to make mainly crochet streamer stopper project to do chaotic draw along. Nicholas, is that Satchel Max? Who's forced? Who's forced to do all of that? That's freaking funny. Trying to figure out things and feeling overwhelmed and sad. Zach, I had one of those yesterday, and I tell you, I needed the live stream yesterday to help me. Yeah, I need to clean that out a little bit. Give me 1 second. I needed the live stream yesterday to kind of expunge some of my negative vibes, and I feel a lot better today. Yesterday I was just tired and lethargic and just not making it work. Juanita, I don't agree. Ugly, you're much better than that. So we're going to give some crackle here. A little bit of white. We're going to go back to that gouache orange that I was working with earlier. We're going to mix that with a little bit of red. I'm going to dry the brush. Hi, Chelsea. Shoji, it's good to see you. Didn't Wheeler say he doesn't really do commissions? Well, I shown I don't really do commissions for money. I'm gonna start to take some because financially we need to start doing some cool stuff around here. But yeah, these are just channel points. These are things that I just do for people for free. Probably not a great business plan, to be honest with you. But you know what? I have a lot of fun with it. Kelly's like, yeah, we should probably build in the business plan where we just take commissions. Heck yeah. Okay, let's grab some orange. Let me mix this in a little bit more. Shoji, thank you so much for gifting a subscription to Andy Buderman. It is really sweet of you. Hi, Klaus. Just got an ad for a dating app, but I don't. Klaus, it's good to see you. How you been? It has been a bit. All right, I'm mixing up a little bit more of the gouache. You should do commissions. I probably should. Oh, it's Phoenix Fire? Dude, I love, I've been so smitten with Phoenix Fire's work. That's hilarious. Who's making them do it all? Is Phoenix streaming right now? Cool. So we've got all of our little dots in there. We're throwing lots of fire at the thing. Next thing we need to do is we need to give her suit just a little bit more. So we're going to take some of the gouache that I've been using. It's diluted down. What did somebody say something about cleavage? The cleavage spike looks super uncomfortable. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the cleavage spike does not feel great. Pretty sure I had to look really closely at how it works. I was like, tell me more about the cleavage spike, everybody. Okay, so mixing in a little bit more of that deep, dark red. Again, we need to leave little areas for white highlights. Aw, Zach, big hugs, friend. Again, I know it's tough, but we love you around here, and we think you're super rad. I don't know how to quantify the amount of radness that we think you are, but it's a considerable amount. So, all right, a little bit more red. So now that the canvas is pretty wet, especially in her chestal region, I apologize. Actually, I don't. What we're doing is just trying to put in a little bit more of that gouache. The gouache is gonna pool and spread. I'm also going to take a little bit of purple. I'm gonna dab that purple in there just a little bit. Need a little bit more contrast. Again, that purple is gonna do its thing. It's gonna be just kind of spread it around. And then we're there. I saw Klaus is watching lots of bald-headed streamers. Who's your favorite bald-headed streamer? I think I know. I need to watch someone who has loads of hair, so I came here. Yeah, I figured. That's why you were here, is just to see a strapping young man do his job. That's funny and painful for my hairline. Someday I'm gonna get a hair transplant. I'm gonna walk in on stream and be like, "Hey guys," and I'm not even gonna mention my hair transplant. And then and anybody who mentions it and be like, "Hey, did you get a hair transplant?" I'm gonna have Kelly ban them. That's how we're gonna handle it here. We're gonna handle it with grace and dignity. She streams in the morning. Oh man, I need to go catch a stream. That's awesome, Nicholas. Okay, so I don't love that little shape that I did there. Sir. I'm not biased because she's my friend, but she's a morning streamer. We're going to have to go hang out there then. Can you ask Phoenix to go start streaming right now so we can just raid to them? In a bit, not right now. I'm busy making sexy fire for my sexy friend Jack Catechus. Favorite ding of the night. Yep. One of my favorite dings too. Ding dong, ding-a-ling, ding dong ditch. As far as dings go, it's probably one of the better ones. Butterman, it's like you never left. And then I write down on my list, like, how to get Andy Butterman to leave again. Damn it. So Butterman, when do you join up in the military? When does that happen? Okay. almost done, guys. Whether you believe it or not, I'm almost done. And then I'm gonna kiss it. I'm gonna lick it. Nope. Then I'm gonna stick it right on Jack's back. Sorry for my behavior today. Sorry that I am the way that I am. I don't mean to be like this. It's just what happens. Just how life goes sometimes. Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of that orange. I'm gonna puff up the hair a little bit. Sweet. I'm going to add a little bit of pink to her eyes right there. Right there. Should I just leave it like that? I'm not saying Anthony's Conan the Barbarian. What if I was? What if I was Conan the Barbarian? It's my clever ruse. How much paint I have on my fingers. Is this bad for me? What if I start licking my fingers right now? Is that good or bad? Well, Jacaticus, I hope you like this. Jacaticus is his real name, by the way. Don't take my word for it, though. I've never seen them in the same place. If you could get a hair transplant, would you get a forehead reduction? Fuck yeah. Dude, I would put my hairline right here. I would be overcompensating for everything. Hi, Shogundi. Shogundi, welcome to the stream. What pulled you in? What pulled you into this disaster, Shogundi? You don't have to answer that question. But if you do, I'd like to read it on stream. Yeah, welcome in. Welcome to the madness. Sweet. I'm going to take a little bit of that orange, and I'm going to put some on her costume. And the reason is we have so much other light sort of bouncing around that just a little bit, I think, is going to give her just an extra little bit of dimensionality. I'm going to spread it around a little bit. Now, one thing I'll say about commissions, art, stuff like that, is a lot of times this stuff can be really, it can just be really intimidating because you want to do a good job for your customer or your client. You want it to look like the thing that you have envisioned in your brain. With my commissions, I tend to take a really long time, and I'm very intentional about that. Again, I never charge money up front for stuff. It's not typically how I operate. But sometimes when you take on a project or a commission, you don't have the skill set or you don't have the confidence to be able to really get after it the way that you want to. And sometimes you have to sit with a piece of art on your desk for a long time, just even to build comfortability with it. And I know it seems really weird, but this has been on my desk for a couple of months. And it took me a little bit of time to figure out sort of what the technique was going to end up being and how I could really interpret things the way that I wanted to. And I think, again, my commission policy has always been, don't take money up front. And then if you take extra time, is what it is. But I guarantee if it sits on your desk, sometimes it might freak you out because it's just sitting on your desk. Like I've definitely dealt with that too. But I think letting it sort of be here and be around, and then you can come back to it and let it sort of breathe, and you can think about what it needs to be, I think can really, 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 really add to what the final product ends up being. I could be wrong. Or I could be right. Who knows? Shogunny says, this is hot, and not because she's a redhead. That's really kind of you. Shogunny says, I caught you from raiding into cartoon therapy not long ago. Dude, what a fun day raiding into cartoon therapy. We met a lot of really nice people. That's super fun. Do you stream on the platform too, Shogundy? I haven't had a hairline in 20 years. You have a skullet? Andy Butterman's got a skullet? What? Times change, man. People rocking skullets out here. Excited about an Adobe Fresco YouTuber has similar backstory to you. Is it the other sort of generic white looking dude, Shojay, who's just like the biggest? I don't know if Homer is a bad term or not, but he's the dude who loves to talk about Fresco. I can't, Chris Plesiziak or something like that. Is that the guy that you're mentioning? Cost that much because it took me freaking hours. Yep. I'm a collector of YouTubers. I bet it's probably Chris Plesiziak. Hi, Dan Deemer. Hey, Dan, I mentioned it just briefly on stream earlier today. Dude, having that conversation with you the other day about the chaotic draw along and being a tool, device, app, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Dude, that is some of the most fun dreaming I've had in a long time. That was so cool. If you guys don't know, we have the chaotic draw along. I've been doing it for 2 years here on stream. It's pretty badass. People have been asking us for, is there a possible, creative tool that could come out with it? And I said, possibly, but I would like Dan Deemer to be the one who would lead the charge. And so Dan started putting some brain power behind it here recently, and man, pretty cool. It's just cool to even think about. Even if we're not able to launch it, get it launched and everything, just even being able to brainstorm about a thing like that. 2 decades no hair is a flex. Yeah, Silent Spoons though looks good without hair. I look pretty horrific. All right, this is I think the last little brush stroke here. I'll let everything dry. I'll come back to it over the next day or two. You had 7 years of affiliate? Dude, that's awesome, Shogundi. What do you typically stream?
Holy
Paint
shit!
all over me. Obligatory. Hi, buddy. Mr. Owl, thank you. It's good to see you. Yeah, Chris Plesiziak is great. Now, he's very excited about Fresco. I don't like Fresco that much. Unless they sponsor the stream. Then I love it. I would much rather prefer to be in the Procreate ecosystem, but that's just because it's a really easy app for me to operate. I hate Adobe's brush engine. Did you see that Kyle Webster just left? Have you seen any of that news? I lied. I'm not done. Kyle Webster just left, and he's the brush guru over at Adobe. And that, I think, is pretty wild. No conspiracy theory. I'm just curious what they're going to end up doing. I mean, he's the brush guy. I know that there's other people who do brushes, but he's been the advocate for high-end designer brushes for a long, long, long time. And so having him leave the business, I bet, is a big, big, big issue. Just putting these last little dashes and touches on things. I thought I was done, but I just wanted to give a little bit more volume to stuff. Dan, we should even ask the question to everybody. If you out there in TV land had an application on your smartphone, on your iPad, on your Huion tablet, and it was the chaotic draw along. Hi, Casey. And it was the chaotic draw along. And it's a tool that you could draw with, but you could also communicate and live stream with and have loads and loads of fun. And it could be conversation and stuff like that. What are some of the most important things that you would need to be able to, pay a little bit of money for it, back it, support it, use it in public? What are the things that you would think of? And two of our inspirations would be sort of the gaming mechanic of a Gardic phone, but a drawing mechanic of a Magma. Sort of But then there'd be no AI, because fuck that. And it would be made by humans. Hi, Casey. Again, congrats on hitting 1,000 followers on Twitch. What things would you guys want in there? Just asking. It's just a question. It's just a question. Shogundy, what kind of games do you like to play over on your stream? I saw the concept of the raid browser, but I've not looked at it. Crazy thick hair. I wish I had crazy thick hair, Butterman. We did some emo art last week and been in the Pokemon challenge for a long time. Well, dude, my screen is over a little bit. Follow. You're almost at 600 followers on here too. High fives. Yeah. He left. He announced it on his newsletter. All right, I'm gonna let that dry. Now, while that's doing its thing, I want to come back to this guy now because we've got all sorts of paint already mixed. I mean, it's clearly all over my hands. This is gonna be a great snack for me later. Sorry. Let's paint the flames on this. Does the app give back massages? Little scratches. Little scratches. It's your fault? It's not my fault, Casey Snow. I didn't do nothing. Appreciate you joking around, but I didn't do squat. Zoom in. Daniel gives it some fire. Thank you, dude. I like those fire emotes. It's accessible through Stream Manager. Type raid browser for the pop-up. I'm gonna have to watch a video on it. Can you tell me what it does? I know that seems like, I saw the concept, but I didn't see what it's for. Is it so you don't have to go look for raids? Does it give you stats? Whoa, what is that line right there? What is that line? Hoofda. That is a bummer. So some of the paper that I use from Strathmore has had a gouge line on it. And you've got a bit of one right there. That is always a bummer when I see that. Doesn't happen very often, but we'll be able to fix that in the post process. We joke about that, but that's something that we're going to be able to fix pretty easily. But hopefully that line doesn't extend too much further, because that is going to end up being quite a problem. It's little stuff like that that just really bugs the hell out of me. It's not stuff that happens very often. And it feels like it's just like a little bit of a gouge. So what's happening now is I'm really diluting the paint. We have our form down of our fire, and I'm taking that yellow and I'm sort of pushing it through. Next, I'm going to go in to the gouache stuff. And I'm going to start pulling it back over this way. Again, as we start to get further away, things start to get a little bit darker. Again, if you're new to the stream, welcome in. I'm Anthony. Apparently, I just specialize in drawing fire all day. If you're enjoying what you see and you like the hotness, feel free to hit the follow button. If you're aggravated by my Midwestern mayonnaise voice, I get it, but still hit the follow button. Let's get me to 6,000 follows because 5,889 seems pretty boring comparatively. Right on my stream, that big old... oh, whatever, Casey. Casey, you're not getting follows unless you're awesome to watch. So I didn't do nothing. Okay? All right. Let's turn this thing off. Sprays rated in your browser. Just kills all the bugs. Wait, how many bugs do I have in my stream? I don't want to have lots of bugs. Not today. No bugs for me. Okay. Let's keep brightening things up. Oh, I'm a little bit salty. I have to admit, I'm a little bit salty about that little line that's right there. It's not... I'll be able to... Yeah, so that line, that's a cut line. There's something on the sizing, Casey, that is borked. Can I deal with it? Sure. It's just I sell a lot of my original art, and so... when it dries, it'll be much less noticeable, and then I'll have to really sort of goof around with it. It's just like little minor frustrations, you know? Pedal Harp, have you, her name or their name is escaping me. Have you seen the artist here on Twitch who does all the Beavis and Butthead fan art? They were an animator on Beavis and Butthead. Their name is just escaping me here, and I think they use they, them. Which is why I had to recount. But they have drawn some Beavis and Butthead stuff that has just absolutely made me laugh. Like, so much. Yeah, I could do a little bit of smoke. We could use a little bit like of a Kirby Crackle kind of dot style texture in there too, I could. I don't know why I'm forgetting that person's name. I was hanging out in the stream the other day. They're super fun. Talked a million miles. Yeah, Carly. Thank you. Yeah, it was Carly Cartoons. Yeah, I was going to ask you, Mr. Owl. So cover design was approved. Oh, dude, I'm so happy for you, man. Mr. Owl was working on on his first children's book with he's got an author. He's got a group attached. It's really starting to come together. I saw a bunch of the rough stuff. Okay, let's start putting in some of our darker stuffs over here. An errant wisp of fire. Yeah. When it dries, it's going to start to look a little bit better. I could also... I could also use like a heavy opaque gouache to try to cover it up. I think what's doing is the wetness of the paper is certainly bringing it out. It's a bummer, but again, one of the fun things about being a traditional illustrator is you have to deal with stuff when that happens. This is where I think, you know, our kids who are really diving into all of their tech. Hi, Paperclip. Thank you for 1 year. Our kids are not going to be able to be so resilient to, you know, they're going to be able to use the undo button, but they're not going to be able to make changes to stuff as resiliently as I think. So I have some strategies. I've dealt with it before, but it's always a bummer. Paperclip Cookies, thank you for the 1 whole year. Just think a whole year without Paperclip Cookies would feel so different. I appreciate you, friend. I hope you're having an awesome day. So Shogundi, so when people hang out in my stream, the longer they hang out, they earn channel points. And channel points add up to be pieces of original art that people can get just for paying for shipping, basically. And that's ultimately what most of the stuff that's been on the table today has been. it's just a reward for people. You know, we were talking yesterday, not everyone can sub, not everyone can afford to be here. But when people are here, you know, just having viewers, man, having more viewers watch the channel, honestly, just brings more people in. People see that there's fun stuff happening, and then ultimately I win, even if people don't subscribe or don't stick around all the time. So as a reward, the longer people are here, I reward them with free original art. It's just my way to say thank you for being just super, 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 super cool. Shows that it's physical. That's fair. And maybe we can incorporate some striping like that into it, Andy. Speaking of raids, my wife just texted and said I need to go pick one of my kids up. Do you guys have a good raid target? Again, we got a phenomenal raid from Ben Van Leer. If you do stick around, speaking of channel points, you do earn channel points, and those channel points can be used to get stuff from my shop. Right now, 75,000 channel points actually gets you an enamel pin. You just have to pay the shipping for it. But before I go and everything, I just got to say thank you again. This has been such a good stream. Yesterday, again, I was really feeling a little tired. My medication was kind of bugging me a little bit. And, you know, honestly, today's been really fun. Just my friends are here. I think we got a ton of work done. I think conversation's been so solid all day too. So I just got to say over and over again, I appreciate you guys very much. Even the folks that are in the background lurking, who don't feel like they contribute a whole lot, to the folks that are only here every so often. Again, I'm just grateful to have friends. That's really it. I'm just grateful. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. Now tomorrow is the next chaotic draw along. Whoops, wrong one. Chaotic draw along last week was Dungeons Ducks. Chaotic draw along for tomorrow. I have no idea what it's going to be, but at 5 o'clock Eastern, if you would like to control what our prompt is going to be for Friday and Monday, you can come into the live stream, give us terrible ideas, and then we have to draw whatever wins. It's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be pretty fun. I'm reading Casey's messages about, yeah, it does feel like Artist Alley, 100%. You know, Pick Stitch is awesome. We rated Blue Skittle. I'm streaming with Babe Ross on Thursday next week. Hi, Dave. Dave, dude, I was admiring so much the Fantasy Fox that I got from you. It's on my wall. And I looked at it today, and it's fucking great, dude. So good to see you, Dave. All right, let's, yep, I saw it, hun.
Oh, man.
We are going to do, oh, man, yeah, we're going to go raid. I got a perfect one. Let her know that I needed to go be a father and a husband for a little bit. I was streaming over my time. But we're going to raid the awesome Be It Easel. She's so sweet. We worked on a piece for her earlier today. So we're going to go give her a raid. Please tell her how much I admire her and how great she is. This is my 18-month sub-anniversary to her over there, too. So I got to say just a massive thank you for everything. If you guys need anything, I'll be around tomorrow, 5 o'clock Eastern, chaotic draw along, normal time. You guys come in with the prompt ideas, and we're going to draw whatever wins. It's going to be great. Butterman, don't be a stranger, okay? I've never met Chris Wright, but Chris Wright followed my channel the other day. Chris might be an awesome raid target here sometime super soon. Angiwalk, thank you so much for the follow. Take care. Sniping, thanks for being rad today. It's really great. You just missed my review? Shoot. Alvo, thank you. Shogundi was really a delight. So stoked to be able to follow your channel now. Shoj, hugs and kisses, friend. All right, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Or tomorrow.